Minor I screwed up, Angela. I'm so used to doing the Danny
Oh
Minor
my
Daily
gosh.
Show. The Minor Details. Welcome, everybody. My co-host, Angela, and we are short Pete today. Where is Pete? Did he take off for New Year's? Where the fuck is Pete, Angela?
I think he said he was going to like put on some fireworks, but then he never came back. So, Pete, I hope you are found.
Listen, we also have another co-host. Hopefully, he'll be joining us. He's having a little bit of technical difficulties. When you first get on Rumble, you have some technical difficulties. So, Tommy, just click the link. We'll let you hear in the podcast. So, Angela, I want to thank you for last night. Me and Angela went live on my daily show. I was still in my daily show mind. That's why I opened it up with the Danny Miner Daily Show. We went live for over an hour yesterday. What's wrong?
It just sounded so funny. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
What is going on in this podcast tonight? She's laughing for no reason. I don't know what the hell she's laughing for.
I feel like it's a little yellow in here right now, right? Doesn't it feel yellowy? Maybe there's too
What?
many lights on me right now.
Is Angela on drugs tonight? Is there drugs involved there?
I
Because I don't know
wish,
what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking. We're talking about the show last night, and she's laughing for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But our co-host didn't come in. Nobody's here. I don't know. I should have just not woke up this morning. But here we are. Here we are in the podcast. Oh my God. What are we going to talk? Are we going to do anything today?
Oh yeah, we're going to be talking a lot. We were supposed to have a different co-host on today to replace Pete, and we're gonna have he was like our guest co-host, and so like Danny was saying, he's having problems getting on. Maybe it has to do something with aliens. I'm not really sure.
I'm concerned about next week now. I'm concerned. I might have to go to California and do the podcast with our guest because older people have trouble with technology. They do. We could sit here and say they don't. They do. Now, here we are. You send a link and you just click the link.
No, I do not have issues with technology, but with Rumble, there's always an issue with me trying to stream live from my page. And so my stuff never streams in my pages, but I set it up since before day one. It was all good to go. And then we just can't figure out why it won't go live.
Oh my God. I don't know what is going on today. Tommy, just try to get in. Click the link again. We'll leave you in. Just click the link. I love technology. Technology is great until it doesn't work. Until it doesn't.
The Minor Details is brought to you by Debbie.
Yes.
You can say the rest, Danny.
Listen, it's WGG.com. And if you put in the Minor Details, you get 10% off. And I'm going to tell you guys, I kid around about this, but this is actually really good. I'm a big coffee drinker, right? So when I run out of coffee and I go for a hike or something, I always get W. And they have, oh my God, what do they have? Like 30 flavors. I mean, every week they have another flavor. So if there's a flavor you don't like, try another one. They give you sample packs of different flavors, so it's great. But all right, I guess we're not going to have a co-host today. So we're not going to have I don't know what is going on. So we're going to have to go on with the podcast. So Angela, last night we talked about the top things for 2025. And we both came up with, we thought, well, at least I did. I thought the biggest story of 2025 was Charlie Kirk's assassination.
I agree, actually. I definitely think I thought about it like this morning after we did your podcast, I guess you could say, on the Danny, what's it called? Danny Miner Daily Show. It's so long. It's like a tongue twister to me. Like,
yeah, it's real hard.
It up.
The Danny Miner Daily Show. It's hard as hell. It's like clicking on a link. It's like getting ready for the podcast. It's everything. It's just so difficult. I don't know. There's some reason I can do all of this, and nobody else can.
DMDL.
What do you mean DMDL?
The initials for it. DMDL.
Yeah, DMDL.
Okay, that's even more rough. Let's not do that. But yeah, the number one thing that I think was talked about, like event or crime or anything like that, would have been Charlie Kirk for 2025, hands down.
Yes, Charlie Kirk was definitely hands down the top story of 2025. I think we talked a couple other ones we'll mention because we didn't mention on this show. I would say the socialist guy being elected mayor is the top story too. That Mordani or whatever the hell his name is.
Are you talking about New York or no?
Yes. Are we? Is this mic on? Are we having a podcast tonight?
No,
I
I'm
don't think we
listening.
are.
I'm
I
listening to
don't
my
know what is going on tonight. I wish it even came on air. I don't know what's going on.
I'm listening to everything else going on in the other room. So I'm
Oh
like,
my
wait.
God. Guys, I'm sorry. I usually have a professional podcast. I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know. Yes, the New York mayor. Let's get with it,
The
everybody. Let's have a
socialist. Got
podcast.
it. Let's go.
Oh my God. Okay. Can we talk now? Can we talk? Can we have a podcast tonight? I hope we could. Okay. Nobody wants to join in tonight. All right. So we got a socialist mayor, and he shows up with his wife wearing $630 boots. Angela, are you there?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm listening because I didn't hear about this.
What is going on? Okay, when I talk, you have to talk back tonight. I don't know what's going on. He had $630 boots.
Listen, I just pretended to pause to see how you'd react.
I seriously, she knows that I get stressed, okay, before the podcast, and it's always fucked up before the podcast. We're never
Everything's
fucking
good.
ready. We're never
We're all
ever fucking
good.
ready. It's never ready. Oh my God.
Happy New Year, everyone.
I'm telling you, next week I'm going to California. This has changed it. I am not going to deal with people. I'm going to help this guy with the technology. I'm driving to California because we cannot have this podcast fucked up next week. We can't.
And I
We
think
can't have it
I'm
fucked
gonna
up.
drive to California. I'm gonna drive there just because I can. Actually,
You
I'm gonna
can't drive.
fly there.
It's 3,000 miles for you.
And I have so many miles on my card, it's not even funny. I haven't used any of them, and I've had my card since 2018.
Listen, she tells me about these miles all the time on her flying card. She has no idea how to use them, what to do with them. It's like the podcast. Not prepared, have no idea. Just gonna
Listen,
show up.
I pay my $20 a month for my Chat GPT, not the 200, the $20 one, and I still can't figure out how to use my venture rewards card.
All right, listen. All right, we're calming down. We're going to get back on track. Tommy, we're still waiting for you. If you could click in, we'll let you in. Click in. You got the link. Just click the link. That's all you have to do. Click the link. That's it. And we'll let you in here. But anyway, so guys, the New York mayor, the socialist mayor, his wife wore $630 boots. Okay. Angela, if your mom wants to come on, we can leave her on. She
I didn't
can
know if you could
talk.
hear her. Could you hear her?
We can hear her if
So
your
my
mom wants to
son,
come on.
wait, my
Listen,
son had
let the public see your mom. Bring her on.
oh, so my son had got excited because he got Pop Rocks today at my cousin's house for her New Year's party. And so he's trying
Uh-huh.
to go to sleep with them right now, like a bag of Pop Rocks.
Oh.
That's what's going on. And so I'm just laughing because
Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, you know what's really funny? When I do my daily show, I just press a button, start talking, it's just done. But listen, you guys are great. You guys are great. You just don't know technology and you just don't know how to be on time. That's it. No
I'm on
technology, you
time.
know how to be on time.
I'm
That's
on
all.
time. All right, let's move on from this. Like, I'm on time. I'm here. I'm
All right.
present.
All right. We'll move on. All right. Now, we talked about the New York socialists. Let's talk about something that's actually really sad. Right before we got on air, you sent me a thing. Tommy Lee's daughter was found dead, right?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones in San Francisco is at a hotel. Was that New Year's Eve? I think they found her at like 3 a.m. They got a phone call that said that there
Yeah.
was like a deceased person.
Yeah, that is so sad. Tommy Lee's such a great actor. Did you tell me that his daughter was in one of his movies?
Yeah, so she was actually featured in Men in Black #2, and then also she was in a few different things, and one of them was One Tree Hill. It's like one of the shows that I used to watch. So she was in there for a little bit, but she kind of tried to go like follow his steps with his acting.
Oh, okay. How old was she? She was in her 30s, right?
I think she was like around 35 or maybe 30s. I can't remember.
Did they say why she passed away, Angela, or no?
No, they just found her. I mean, I'm guessing, they didn't say anything, so I'm guessing it could have been from natural causes. we don't know what, or it could have been from, consumption of something.
Right. But she didn't commit suicide. They're not saying that, right?
No, because they would have said something along the lines of like something like that, but they didn't say anything, so
Yeah.
I don't think so. But I just think it's really sad because he seemed like a really good person. It was sad because she did want to follow in his footsteps, and she was kind of doing that for a little bit. But, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, we also had another tragedy last night in Switzerland. Uh, there was a fire starting with champagne bottles. You know how we have the champagne bottles? They put the sparklers on the champagne bottles, right? Them sparklers started a fire, started an explosion, and actually injured like 100 and some people and 40 some, and killed 47 people or 45 people.
Yeah, that was a tragedy. I was watching it unfold at first when it was like, oh, 11 people killed right now. And I was like, wait, what? And then I turned on the story and I was like, oh my gosh. And then there was obviously more that was going to happen. But I just think it's I like for many years, I felt like I didn't want to go out anymore to like these big events for like, for New Year's Eve and stuff like that because of just small little things like this that could happen, and they're saying that it's from that. But I mean, even like if it's something small that somebody could have started on accident, like because they were like drinking or something, or just out there. I just didn't want to be part of it. I'm like, like you never know these days.
And you know what? I don't know. We talked about this a little bit last week. Alcohol sales are down. People aren't drinking anymore. You don't see people going out getting sloshed anymore. I'm sure it happens, but it is way down. And the stats are showing that younger people are not drinking at all.
I mean, I think it has to do with inflation and things like that, personally. But they are
Listen,
saying that people are trying to change their choices in life, like, and they're doing things differently than other people were, like millennials or like Gen X and things like that. Like they're looking at more of like a healthy lifestyle, is what I'm seeing.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And listen, alcohol, I gave alcohol up 7, 8 years ago. It's the greatest thing I ever did. I feel better from not drinking. What's wrong now?
Laughing at something in the background. Sorry, I laugh for like no reason all the time.
Pete, please come back, Pete. Pete,
We
where are
don't
you?
know.
Pete, please come back. I don't know what's going on today. I'm like talking to myself on this podcast tonight. I don't know what happened. Last night was great. Tonight's a mess.
Honestly, I've never understood the whole like giving up anything. I guess I never had the urge to even want to drink. So like when somebody says they have to give up something, I'm thinking of like, I'm so like not consistent with anything enough to like actually want to give anything up. But I actually haven't had alcohol though since before I was pregnant with my son. So like over 6 years ago. And like I didn't even realize I was doing it.
Listen, I gave up alcohol for weight loss. I mean, that's why I gave it up. You
Oh.
go out, you drink 8 or 9 beers, you're looking at 900, 1,000 calories. You know what I mean? Plus, you're eating wings and chips. It's a mess. So if you go out on a Friday and Saturday night, the weight gain is unbelievable. That's why I gave it up.
Where did you go and drink? Like, were you at like a pub? Like, where did you go? You had food at these places? I never went to a place where I had like, maybe they had food earlier. I don't know.
Pete, Pete, please come back.
I don't know. Maybe
So
I
wait
was.
a second. You never had food at a bar. They don't
Oh no,
serve
you know
food?
what? Yes, but I wasn't a bar person because I didn't like sitting down. So I was more like let's go out and listen to music and like dance with my girlfriends and like my cousins and stuff like that. So I never really like when I did go to the bar events, I was like, wow, this is depressing. I'm not going to eat and drink at the same time because then I'd feel full. Like I don't know about anyone else, but I always felt like too full. I had to do one or the other.
I'm picking on you tonight because
Oh, I
nothing
know
worked.
because no one's here for you to pick on. So it's like the camera's on me. He's like pinpointing every little thing, like things that I don't even know that he's noticing. Like he's talking about it.
I know. I'm just picking on you tonight.
All right.
We had a
Kind of
great daily
kidding.
show last night. We were just unorganized this morning or this afternoon or tonight, whatever the hell we are. Tonight, I guess it's
Yeah,
6 o'clock already.
I don't even know what day it is.
But Angela, so last night, right? The ball went down or up, down. Yeah, the ball went down, right? Up, down, whatever it was. Vegas, it poured here up until the fireworks. Pete, Pitts, who is our other co-host, he actually was on the strip last night. He gave us a view of the fireworks. So Pete actually made it to the strip. And if you've never been in Vegas for New Year's Eve, it's horrible. They say if you sit there and wait for the fireworks, it's going to take you 7 hours to get home. So if you're a local, it's going to take you 7 hours to get home from the strip. That's how packed it is.
7 hours?
That's what they say. They said it's not worth it. That's why I've lived in Vegas 10 years. I've never went because they say it's not worth it. It's just a pain in the ass. What they do is they lock the casinos down, and you could only get in the casino if you belong to that casino. That's it. They lock the casinos down. They leave everybody outside during the fireworks and the last 3 hours of the year. So you kind of can't get in the casinos. You're outside. It's not fun.
So
Where are you going to go to the bathroom?
Well, I mean, they have tunnels for that. I'm kidding. But so in order to basically get a view of like the fireworks from a hotel, you actually have to have a room that night. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go down there, but you're not going to get in the casino unless you have a room for that night.
Okay. Okay, that's insane. I can't even imagine the cost of a hotel room for New Year's Eve.
Oh my God, me neither. And you know what? I just want to, we're getting a lot of comments here. I just want everybody to know it is better to watch us on Rumble. And let me tell you why, okay? We found this out the other day. I'm going to tell everybody, Angela, what we found out.
Okay.
If you want to pin a comment on Rumble, you can pin it up there, and it could be something like, Danny sucks, Danny's a loudmouth idiot,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do, and it costs you $1. But if you wanted to really bust somebody's rear, it's called a rant, and it actually stays up there for 60 seconds. It's actually fun.
Well, it starts. So the rants, they start at $1. So it starts at for 1 minute. So you go 1 minute, $1. So I pinned our podcast stuff for one of them, and then
Right.
it says that you can go for however many minutes, and then that's how the cost goes up. But I think it's great because
Right.
I've been on what's his name? What's that one guy's name? Nick Fuentes, or what's his name?
Fuentes, yes.
Okay, I went on his, and somebody was ranting all over, and they obviously didn't like him, and it was great. The rants that were getting put up there, I was just there for the rants. I'm not even kidding. Like I went there just for the rants because the guy says like stuff that's out of control. Sometimes I'm like, people thought Charlie Kirk was bad. I'm like, he was an angel. He was a saint. Go on this guy's page. The stuff he says is insane. Like I've never heard of such a thing. I'm just like who says that? I'm like, and like even everyone in the comments. I mean, they just he says something insane. Like, I'm sure the guy just made $500 just saying something crazy, and that's just in the first minute.
Oh man. Now listen, Tommy just texted me. For some reason, it's not letting him in. It's saying the host has to let him in, but Tommy, we're getting no notifications.
Yeah,
but
I'm not getting a notification.
We have to have Tommy on again. Whatever the technical, we're sorry, Tommy. We'll get you on as a guest host, not next week, but the following week. How about that? Sound good? He'll be our guest in 2 weeks.
I was gonna say just check with his schedule and stuff, but I definitely want him on here. So
Angela thinks of everything. Check his schedule. Do this, do that. She always thinks of every little detail. That's her ADHD. Am I right?
yes.
Why are you so quiet?
The minor details, Angela. The minor details. That's what I should have made my name was the minor details, Angela.
Listen, she's going to have a good show on. Let me ask you guys something. Angela's starting to think about starting a UFO show or a paranormal, right?
Yes, because I have seen shit. And I mean, when I've seen shit, I've seen paranormal shit, but I've also seen UFO shit. And I wasn't alone when I saw the UFO shit either. And I mean, I wasn't alone any of the times when I saw it. So, Danny, you were actually there when we saw something in the sky. You were there for that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it was a UFO.
Okay, well, that didn't look like the ones that I saw, but like the ones that I saw were the red in the sky. That was insane. And my neighbors were with me. And that wasn't the first time that we saw it.
I know, but you have sent us stuff. You've sent me and Pete stuff, especially last year when them fucking drones were going. You sent us stuff that looked legit.
The one from 2015, though, that we have that my neighbor had, and then him, me, and him and his wife ended up seeing it. I think my cousin might have been with us. I can't remember. but we were walking down in like 2017 or 2018. We saw it in person and it was huge, massive. And we're like, we just booked it. I'll never forget that. I was coming over the hill and there was no satellite, and no satellite would have been that large. Like I've never seen
Right.
something so big. And it was the same red dots that were coming. Like it was like the scariest thing. And no, we weren't fucked up.
Well, listen, I told you, I'm getting prepared. And guys, just so you know, we mentioned this before, but we got to mention again what we're going to have next week. We're going to have Travis Walton case. He was abducted. There were 7 loggers in Arizona, Snowflake, Arizona. This is a top 5 UFO case for the world, the fucking world. Okay. They were logging. They're coming back from logging for the night. A UFO comes down, beams Travis and abducts him, and it's witnessed by 6 men. Travis returns 5 days later after spending 5 days in a spaceship, I'm assuming. They made a movie of this called Fire in the Sky. It's not a Tubi movie. It's not a generic movie. It's not starring Danny Miner. Okay, it's actual actors. Okay, major actors. The movie is very good. They have numerous documentaries about this. We will have one of the guys that was in Travis's truck that witnessed this happen, was in the truck and watched Travis get abducted next week. Folks, you have no idea how big this is. And I've talked to this man on the phone twice, and I believe every fucking word he's telling me. Every word. And you kind of know him now too, Angela. Are you ready for next week or what?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm starting to brush up on like some of the things that, that he was part of, like that they did it on, like Fire in the Sky stuff. Like there was a movie, they have the thing on, what was the other one on Peacock?
Yes, Paranormal Witness.
Something, Paranormal Witness.
Yeah.
And I think that was what, like season
2.
Season 2, episode 9, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm like trying to think. I'm like a photographic person. I'm like trying to like think about it, like how it looks right now. So yeah, there was that, and then there was also, I wanted to just watch the movie again. They have a book though, right? Don't they? The Fire in the Sky book.
There's numerous books out. I think Travis Walton wrote and stuff like that. Steve's going to tell us what is
the best one to go by.
He told me the best one to watch, and I mentioned this last week, was the Paranormal Witness one. And I'm going to tell you what he told me the other day. I asked him, I said, how big was the craft that you saw? And he said about 30 to 40 feet. So, guys, if you're thinking football-wise, because all guys think football-wise, that's 10 yards. So it wasn't a big craft. It was 10 yards. It wasn't 100 yards. It was like a 10-yard smaller craft that was just hovering there. Just hovering there when these guys were leaving. They saw a light. They actually thought a plane crashed. They're like, was that a plane over there? And they went to look, and that's when they saw it. Could you imagine seeing that?
Down was actually first down. There was a man down, first down.
What?
First down, like you said, like it's at what line of a football field? First down?
Oh, yeah, 10 yards for a first down.
Okay, so and then there was a man down, so first down. Sorry, I'm
Pete!
Oh my God, I'm so out of it today. And no, I'm not drinking and I don't do drugs, so.
Listen, she got to be on something tonight. It's got to be. Is it Dubby? Is it too much Dubby?
This episode is brought to you by Dubby.
All right, guys. And Angela, I want to tell you about the UFO documentary I watched last night.
Oh, the new one, or the other one that you never saw?
Yeah, the new one. It's called The Moment of Contact, okay? He has a couple of them out. It's James Fox. He's a big UFO director, documentary guy. He believes this 100%. And you're not going to agree with what I say. I already know it, but I'm going to say it anyway. But just say whatever you want, Angela. Okay? He made this documentary, a one before this one, about the crash in Brazil. Are you familiar with that?
That was a while back, wasn't it?
1996. It was not. It's very recent.
1996 was not recent. That was like 20 something years ago.
Well, compared to 1947 and 1933, it's recent, okay? Because was Roswell was 1947. So 1996 is kind of recent. And the reason I'm saying that is all the people are alive and be able to talk about it. Like you go to Roswell now, these people are fucking dead. Who the fuck are you going to talk to? But these people in this case, they're all alive. Half of them were kids when it happened. Okay. And now they're in their 30s. Okay. So what happened was, I'm going to explain it to you. There was a UFO. There was a bad storm in Brazil. A UFO actually crashed. This guy witnessed the crash. There was a guy that witnessed this. He talks to him. Two aliens come out of the UFO. So you got two of them. Three girls see one of the aliens, and it's hiding because the military's looking for it. The military gets dispatched to this crashed UFO. It crashed in the city. Okay, so it's not like it was on a farm. It crashed in the fucking city, like right outside the city. So the aliens were on feet. I know you guys are going to think it's crazy, but these three girls saw him, and the alien had oiled skin. And to them, the alien had trouble being outside in our atmosphere. They said the skin was real, like oily. Okay. And they believe it was because of being out in our atmosphere. They said it was scared when it saw them. It was small, maybe about 3-4 feet, looked like one of them gray alien types. Okay. Now, a military guy, this is true, a military policeman captured one of the aliens. Okay. And he died 3 weeks later because that oil got all over him that was on their skin, and it gave him an infection and died. They interviewed at least 5 doctors from Brazil that tried to save this guy. They said they never seen anything like it. He got an infection from this. They talked to the 3 girls that saw the aliens. They were like 12, 11, and 10, and now they're in their 30s. They told the same story. And the doctor and the military people all said it smelled like sulfur and the aliens had oiled skin. But now, wait, Angela, this is the topper. The one doctor that worked on the alien, because the one alien was hurt, they said to him, are you ready for this? This is the end. They said to him, how did you feel when you saw this alien? He said, I felt this was a being that was spiritual and had way, way more intelligence than me. That's what the doctor said. And this being was all good. All good. He said, there was no hate coming from this being. This being was good. And are you ready for this? And he cried, and the director of the movie cried. He believed it was an angel.
That was a doctor that said that?
The doctor believes it was an angel. It wasn't an alien. It was an angel.
What
And
kind
I'm
of doctor
telling
was
you,
he?
I think he was a veterinarian.
Oh no! I mean, like, was he like a
They took
psychiatrist?
the alien to a veterinarian.
I mean, we don't really know what they are, and I mean, if you've ever seen a show like Teen Wolf, they do bring certain things to the veterinarian. I'm just saying.
So let me just ask you all this, and this is to my audience. This is to Angela. How could they make this up? Like, you're talking doctors, you're talking women. They interviewed all 3 of the women. I mean, this happened in Brazil. Oh, and I didn't tell you this. The next day, the U.S. government comes there, takes everything. They take the craft, they take the aliens, everything. Our government came to Brazil and took all of this then. That is from all of the people that our government came there and took this. And every witness said the same thing. Even the guy that witnessed the crash, the UFO crash, he said after it crashed, there was this sulfur smell and it was all over. They said the alien smelled like sulfur and the craft smelled like sulfur. And they said the hospital smelled like that for weeks after the alien. And whatever this guy that touched it, he died. It's a fact. The fucking guy died. This isn't made up. He died 3 weeks later. And Angela, people, listen, I'm going to tell you straight out. You better get used to this, people, because this is the new world. There's aliens. We are not alone. The government's fucking telling you. So accept it. Start accepting it.
I don't think we've ever been alone. I mean, I think they've always been here, but we've just been covering it up. And I think the government needs to step down.
Yeah, and I think, Angela, to me, they can't hide it anymore. That's the problem. The problem is there's cameras everywhere.
Oh,
everybody has it. They can't hide this anymore. You see TikTok.
It's like a crime. People think they can get away with crime these days. Like, no, you can't. There are cameras everywhere. It's going to happen. They're going to find you.
Exactly. Exactly right. And here's the thing. I mean, I think you know what I think they are. I think they're spirits. I think people are seeing spirits. This guy said he thought it was an angel. The doctor, I mean, and when he started crying, the director started crying. I mean, it was such a way to end this documentary because he was like, this being was all love. He said, and the doctor started crying. I mean, it was very emotional. It was crazy.
My thing is like with this doctor, like what was he feeling? Like, is he somebody that can feel spirits? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, but he said he was with the alien and their staff maybe about 4 or 5 minutes. And then the military busted in there, took the alien, and told them, shut their fucking mouth, never talk about this again.
yeah, I mean, I think that it's definitely something. I don't know exactly what, but I'm definitely going to watch what you're talking about because I want to see that.
And this case is unbelievable. And this is the second documentary on it. Now, the guy that saw the crash, the craft actually come down. Oh, and I got a better one. I even got more. I got more. I just thought of it. The guy that actually watched the craft come down, Angela, when they brought him to the scene, he was like a 20-year-old kid when it happened. Now he's like 50 something. You know what I mean? And he was down there. When he got there, he started crying. He's like, no one ever believed me. My family didn't believe me. Nobody believed me. This is where it happened. I watched this craft crash. And wait, you're even gonna think I'm crazier. After it crashed, they said orbs. There was people in apartment buildings that said orbs started circling the place looking for these beings. There was other orbs that came looking for the beings. They were orange. I'm telling you guys, this shit's spiritual. Nobody's coming from another planet. They're here. Everything is here. They're just showing themselves now. I'm telling you.
Or
I
maybe
know
like
you think
we're
I'm
able,
crazy.
what if we're able to see them now before something was like blocking us from being able to see that?
Yeah, that could be it too. And they said that with our military. You know how our military seen this stuff? Our military seen it because their camera equipment got better. Now they're seeing it. You know, their equipment's getting better. Okay. And some people say they're all around us, but with our human eyes, we can't see some of it. We're not able to see it, but supposedly they're right here.
I wonder if like if as time changes, we're going to be able to see it because we're, time is continuously like changing and there's things that are evolving around us constantly, but we just don't realize it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I can tell you this. You know I'm into this more than anybody you know. I mean, I know all of this. I mean, I know it inside and out. I know every single incident that's ever happened. You're
I've
not
seen
going
those
to stump me.
orbs. I've seen those orbs though too. I'm really into this stuff. I've always been into this stuff, but like I've seen the orbs too. They have videos on TikTok with the orbs.
And listen, the people that saw the orbs looking for the aliens, the,
Interesting.
they they the people that saw the orbs looking for them, they said it was circling the city. They said it was a big ball. There was a couple of them, and they said they never came out to told anybody because they're doctors. It was a building where a bunch of doctors live. They're professional people that saw this. They wouldn't even put their faces on camera. They had to block their faces out.
Well, here's the thing with that though too. Anytime that you discover something, you either end up dead or you go missing.
I tell you, Angela, something's going on. I mean, you can sit there and laugh and you can all joke. And I think what's going on is it's going to hurt religion. Okay. Religion, people, they're going to be like, we're supposed to be the only ones here. You know how the Catholic religion is, right? The Bible. So it's going to hurt it because but I think it's spiritual. I don't think it's beans. That's just my opinion. Or could it be both? I thought of that too.
I'd have to like be present for something and feel it out, and I might be able to tell if I sense something from it.
And I was telling, God, who the hell was I telling? I think I was talking to our guy with the Travis Walton case. And I told him, I said, you saying that the craft was only 30 feet, right? Our military guys are whistleblowers that have came out, that have actually went inside these crafts. They say the crafts look small. Some of them look 10 feet. But when you go in them, they're humongous. They're humongous inside. So
It
you
could be the
see them as
design.
small things.
It could be the
And then you
design of
walk,
them too.
Angela, and let me tell you something. She always has the answer. So
Well,
they
it's
made it
true.
look big inside?
Yeah, by the way that it's designed, it's art. Like how things are designed, it could actually look like that when you get inside. You're like, oh, this makes it look bigger. Kind of like when you get in a car, a vehicle, they're designed differently.
Oh, so wait a second. What I'm learning here, you're telling me that the aliens have better architects. They're
They have
better than
better.
Mr. Brady. They're
No,
better
they
than
have
Mr.
better.
Brady.
They have better everything. Yeah, they do. They have the technology that we can't even get to yet. We're not even there yet. And they're already way ahead of our game. Like if we try to take film of like, anything, a picture, whatever, it turns out blurry, they said in the congressional hearings, they said it turns out blurry because their technology is so far ahead that we're not there yet to where ours is like not even like you can't even get to that level to even, get it in frame. Like it comes out blurry. I don't know how to explain it. Like we're not there yet.
Oh, I agree. I agree. And here's the thing. They said whatever country is able to get this technology, the other countries are fucked if they figure out this technology that's coming. And listen, I watched a guy on this documentary last night that they interviewed. Okay. They interviewed this guy. He worked for the CIA. He worked for NASA. He was like directors, this and that. He looked straight at James Fox. He looked straight at him and said, we have alien crafts, dozens, dozens of crash retrievals, and we have alien bodies. That's a fact. He looked straight at him and told him right to the camera. And he said, if the president of the United States gives me clearance to say whatever I want, I will tell you where it's at, where it happened, and where they're at right now. This guy knows everything, but he said he would be arrested if he said this
I feel
because
like I
it's
saw a clip
classified.
with that.
He said, I'm telling y'all, he goes, swear to God. James Fox said to him, swear to God. He goes, I swear to God, I swear on my children, I swear on everybody. 1000% we have crash retrievals and alien bodies in American custody.
Oh,
We
that I
have them.
believe. Now, what do you think about Roswell? Like, do you think that was real or fake?
Oh, they asked him. They asked the
Oh, of
CIA guy, yes, Roswell happened. And there was a
course.
crash. And guys, my friends in Pennsylvania, I think it's Kecksburg. It's right outside of Kecksburg, I think. Kecksburg or something. It's right outside of Pittsburgh. There was an alien craft crash there in the 60s. And they're saying that happened too. In this documentary, that happened too. It happened in Pennsylvania in the 60s. Kecksburg. It's right outside of Pittsburgh. That happened also. It's crazy that they're
That
saying
sounds
all these happen.
familiar. That sounds
And
really familiar.
guess where the first UFO crash happened?
Time out. Wait, was it in the US?
No, and it was in 1933,
Hold on. Was it Germany?
Italy.
I was gonna say Italy. I'm like, but no way is he gonna like talk about Italy right now. We're in Italy. Did it say?
No, but they said that it
Probably
definitely
north.
happened. They said that is the first crash retrieval they ever had. It was the first time in 1933 or whatever in Italy. That was the
So
first crash.
who were the ones that retrieved it when it was in Italy?
Americans, we have a thing. We have 12 people called the Legacy Program, and they
Mhm.
respond and retrieve these crashes as soon as they happen. Now, we just had a crash one out at Area 51. It was all over our news. They
Mhm.
blocked the roads just a month ago. There is rumors that an alien craft crashed at Area 51. A guy was listening to it. He went there when he heard all the transmissions. He went there. They had all the roads blocked. They did everything. The guy went there and filmed afterwards, saw footprints, saw tracks of a craft, everything. That happened. Something crashed at Area 51 in Las Vegas a month ago. That definitely happened. It was on our news and everything.
I saw that. I think you sent me something on it. I definitely saw that. And there was also, what was it? That one thing in Vegas that happened a few years ago. I was supposed to send that to someone. I forgot. I just remembered. The one with the alien when the cops were on the way there and they saw it go down.
Yeah.
That too. I mean, there's a lot of activity. I feel like that they're hiding out in the desert.
And guys, we want to tell you what we're going to do in the future when it gets a little like March. Not that it's cold out here in the West, but it'd be better if we go in March. Look at Angela's rolling her eyes. She'll
Fucking
tell me it's below.
freezing here in Chicago. It's so fucking cold. I don't even mean to swear, but it's so freaking cold, guys. Like right now I'm hot, probably because of lighting, but normally I'm like freezing frozen, don't want to be here, won't even leave the house when I'm too cold. Like I have moon boots, you name it, like those from like the 70s, 80s. I got moon boots, okay? And even that
Oh,
doesn't save me.
listen, I'm watching our comments here. Tommy, you are 100% right. Tommy, we feel so bad you weren't on. With 2 weeks, you're going to be our guest host. Promise you.
Oh, good. I'm excited.
Tommy said the Bell was crashed in Pittsburgh. Yes, the Bell. That's what it looked like. Tommy is 100% right. It looked like a Bell. And they said last night on this show that happened. That's 100% true. It
What's
happened.
this?
It crashed in Pennsylvania.
Where can we watch this show? And what's it called again?
It's called Moment of Contact. It's the third episode of it. Okay, so you got to get the recent one, the 2025. It just came out 2 days ago, and it what the hell was I going to say? It costs like $5. You got to buy it. It's $5.
Where is it on?
Prime.
Oh, so it's one of the things that you can purchase on Prime. Okay.
Right, it's $4.99, and you get it for 48 hours. You can watch as much as you want. But I'm going to tell you this: I watched the Age of Disclosure. I watched this, guys. You can deny it all you want. It's coming. You better accept that there's something going on in our atmosphere, something in our skies, and the government can't hide it, and it's coming. They're going to have to tell us soon. They did tell us. People just don't want to listen. The government did tell us, and nobody wants to listen.
Well, another thing too, it's like either like we already kind of knew it, so even when they tell me, I'm just gonna like, oh, so they're finally talking about it, or like, oh, I guess that's what happened at this time. Like I'm kind of like not phased, but I am, but I'm not. Does that make sense? Like I'm just like I knew this shit was going on. Like I know that you knew it too, but I know you get excited about it because you're like, yes, it's finally coming out. I'm just like, yeah, I've seen shit before. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of just like just waiting for it to all like happen. I want to like see stuff. Like I want to see more.
Tommy said, sorry for letting you down. Tommy, no problem at all. We let ourselves down every episode. We're
Oh,
never
I let
ready.
Danny and Pete down every week, all week long in the group messages, all week. They like Pete just won't even respond half the time because I'm sure like I'm just like a big shame to him. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Like I'm never prepared. Like Danny just yells at me all the time. I'm just always getting yelled at. Um, Literally, like I'm never doing anything right. Except for like managing all his shit. Then I'm good. Then I'm good. Okay. And then I'm useful. So other than that,
Listen, we all have good things we do, and we all have bad things we do,
oh,
right?
I'll own all of them. I don't give a shit.
Angela is very good at promoting things. She's very good at marketing. She honestly, before I even really were friends with Angela, she was sharing my shit even before that, just trying to help me,
Yeah, I did. I was
right?
like, there was a dad looking man on TikTok and he kind of was live and I was like, did he just have something come out or he's about to like on it was something with Idaho Force. I think it was Paramount Plus. And you were talking about it. I'm like, I think I just saw my Paramount like something or it was Prime or you were on my commercial for something. And I was
See, it
like,
was on a commercial.
I mean, he was on a lot of stuff. Like, just look him up, Danny Miner. He's on a lot of stuff, right? It's Danny Miner. Okay, you're gonna see him more. He's one of those people that you're just gonna see. Like, you can't avoid him either. So, but yeah, he's on a lot of different episodes of things, and he's also on the news. I used to like clip his stuff and then send it to him. He's like, "Oh, I made the news," and then so it's a name you can never forget, Danny Miner. You're
And
welcome.
listen, and you know what? You brought something very good up, Angela. I'm glad you brought that up. Guys, the other thing is a lot of people think that these people on these UFO documentaries are getting rich from this. Okay?
Mm.
That's what people think. We hear this all the time. They're only saying this because they're making money. You make nothing from a documentary.
Mm.
Guys, I've been in 4 or 5 documentaries. I was on the Idaho 4 Paramount Plus, all 3 episodes. I made nothing. They don't pay you for documentaries because documentaries are facts. They're supposed to be true. So they feel if they're paying you, you would tell a lie. Okay. It's sort of like you tell because you're getting paid for it.
And that's what
So
every single documentary, not just Paramount Plus, not just the one that Danny was on, it's every single documentary that you see or that's even promoted somewhere. Nobody got paid on that to talk.
exactly. Exactly. Now, if they want it, like say they wanted one of my videos for the documentary on TikTok,
And that's different.
they'll pay you for that. So I maybe made a couple $100 on my video. I think the most I made was $500. because they use like 7 or 8 of my videos from TikTok. So they will pay you for your TikTok videos, stuff like that. But for your presence on a documentary, nothing. Zero. You make nothing. So if you think these guys are talking about UFOs to make money, you're insane. They're not making a fucking dime. They're not.
Just
They
think of
ran
it as
out.
a PSA announcement.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And listen, I would have never known this till I got into this entertainment business. I would have never, ever known this. Then I found out that I'm like, wow, I made a documentary. Oh, you're making nothing. What?
But you know what though? You're making your name aware. Like people are becoming aware of your stuff because then you get to speak about it too when you go live on your platforms, kind of like what you did with TikTok, and then everyone would go and tune into it. And then they got, to be more familiar with these cases and stuff like that, like the Idaho 4 and things of that nature.
Tommy said, thanks for understanding. Tommy, we know, man.
Oh,
I know
Tommy,
this.
trust me, I could barely get
Tommy,
on half the time.
Tommy, we just switched to Rumble a month ago. I think you know. Angela asks me every day, how does this work? She still doesn't know,
I
Tommy.
still
So it's
can't
difficult.
stream. Wait. Okay, so Rumble's been connected to all my socials, okay, since even before the first podcast, since before our first podcast, okay, so the beginning of December, and it has yet to stream on any of my platforms. So it looks like I don't ever go live, but like I do, but we just can't figure out why. And like I've asked chat, he gives me an answer. Danny's asked chat on his end, gives him a different answer, and I'm like, all right, like I mean, it's so frustrating, but like I think we'll get there and we'll figure out what's going on because I think Pete figured it out. I think.
And guys, let me tell you, here's another thing. If you want to be a content creator, and I'm being serious, this is the app to be on, Rumble. This is the new up and coming app, especially if you're a podcaster, because basically this isn't social media. It's basically podcasting here. They want you to podcast on their app. They want you to have a daily show. It's basically all kind of live daily shows and podcasting. That's what they want. This is an up and coming app. And I'm going to tell you this. We just made the creator program, okay? And let me explain the difference between Rumbles and TikToks and everything else. Rumble makes you come up with goals every month. And if you don't reach them goals, you're out of the creator program. And the reason they're doing it, they believe if you come up with these goals every month, it's going to make you a better creator. You're going to get a bigger following. You're going to have a bigger audience. They're teaching you how to have a bigger audience. So that's what their creator fund is. They're actually helping you succeed. It's crazy. And if you guys want to be a creator, DM me. I'll send you the link. Do it. Start on Rumble. Am I right, Angela? It's crazy.
No, he's right. I mean, it's nice that they're doing that. I feel like they're like the first app that's really doing that.
Yeah. What they do is they want you to stream 200 hours a month. They want you to do this. There's like all kind of things. But if you look at it, it's going to help you get followers. It's going to help you be a better podcaster. So their creativity program is different than any other social medias because they're actually helping you. They're actually helping you gain followers, helping you succeed. So Rumble, thumbs up. I think this is great. They just started this like 2 months ago. So to us, I told Angela and Pete, this is the best move we made switching to Rumble.
I just want to say one thing. If Rumble, if you're listening, please fucking make this app more user friendly. Like when I look at this app, I think of a tablet. I'm like an iPhone. Think of me as Apple. Okay. I look at this shit and I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, why is there a blank box? Like, it looks so like old school computer. Remember the computers that were black with the green writing? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're dealing with. And I'm sitting here asking Chat GBT. It's like, at least tell Chat what you're doing so he can knows what to tell us. Because I'm looking at it and I don't know what the F I'm doing unless I ask Danny.
And you know what, Tommy, I just realized something. I could push a button. I was just looking here, and then I don't have to accept you. You could just come in. So I'll start doing that. This way I won't screw anybody over trying to get in. There's
Wait,
a
what
button
does
here
it
I can
do?
press. What happens is when I invite you as a guest to be on the podcast, even when you arrive, I have to accept you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a button now that I don't have to do that. You could just come on. I'll save that so guests I don't have to approve anybody. They could just come on.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a I just saw it. I just saw it. But next week I'm worried because we are having problems and our guest next week, I just hope he understands how to do this. If not, I'm going to go to California, make sure he gets on. I
It's
swear to
called
God.
do test streams, kind of like how Pete was doing. I think that's smart. That's the best way to do it. And ask Chat GBT to like give you a
Yeah,
user friendly, not so Rumble.
Yeah,
Like,
what I'll do is I'll try to get him on about 5:30, and then I'll talk to him before we go live, make sure
maybe just
everything's
do it
good
a
next.
different day.
What?
Practice it a different day so you're not nervous
Oh,
before
oh,
the
I didn't know
actual
what you,
day.
I didn't know what you were saying. I thought you were saying change the day. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
no
no, no,
way.
no. No, the date's perfect. I'm saying practice it a different day, and then you could even go early on that day just to make sure everything's going. That way you have no anxiety, and that way we're all good.
Do I have anxiety?
It's the ADHD, and I understand it. I get it because I've had that before I started taking medication. I've had those little like moments, but not like you. Like you get them a lot. So I know how to handle you. You just got to be prepared and that's it. You just got to calm you down. You're good.
Listen, I just get nervous. I'd like everything to work out smoothly. And when it doesn't, that's just
Listen,
I.
nothing in life is ever going to work out smoothly. So as long as you know that, you have like you cannot like ever expect something bad to happen. Like, it's just going to happen. Like you always have to think like the worst in a way and just be so calm in that anything can happen and you'll be good.
Yeah. And guys, honestly, I'm seeing we're having a lot of comments. Honestly, guys, I really recommend following us on Rumble. I really do. Start a site because when we're going to get bigger, we're going to have some controversial topics. And we've had controversial topics where the chat was just going nuts. And if you want your comment pinned, I friggin' love that they did that. I honest to God, I love it. I totally love it. And guys, please subscribe to us. The Minor Details, follow us. Also follow my daily show and follow a dose of Angela because we all know she's going to have the most popular show. You know
And
that.
and we all know that I'm more than a dose. But that's like that was like clickbait. Like, oh, she's just a dose of Angela. Like, I'm a little bit more than a dose of Angela, but click in, like come in, come check it out.
Listen, I don't think I ever had a show since she joined the podcast that she didn't have me stressed out 5 minutes before the show. I don't think I had one that she was on time, all prepared, never. Not one. But we still love you, Angela. Pete and I love you.
Listen, if
like,
I was
like Trump
perfect,
would say, but we love her. But we love her.
oh, I love her. Listen, if I was perfect, that's boring. Like that's you got to add a little crazy. You got to be a little chaotic. Like you got to be fun. You can't just be
Yeah,
boring and predictable. I'm sorry, like that doesn't get you anywhere in life. That just gets you stuck and not on Rumble.
that's true. And guys, like I said, I love Rumble. I told her the other day, I said this was the best move we made. And guys, guess what? You can run your podcast out of here for free.
Mhm.
Free. I was paying StreamYard to run my podcast. This is free.
Oh,
Listen,
and we could speak over
free.
each other, and it sounds better. And on StreamYard, it sounded like shit. Like I mean, it
I
was like in and out. You're like it was like we all had to like stay silent. Like okay, who's talking next? Like on this, like Danny and I are both like Italian, so we could just like talk over each other and we're good.
yeah, like I have Polly Walnuts there.
I saw that. That's amazing. I gotta start wearing fun shirts.
Polly Walnuts. But listen, we got a couple more minutes left, Ange. What do you think's going to happen in 2026? We
I
already
think
said aliens, so we'll stay away from aliens. What do you think that a big thing that's going to happen in 2026?
I think we're gonna start seeing Danny Miner even in more places.
Hey, thank you. I think our podcast is going to definitely get bigger. I could feel it. I was just saying, I just got invited to a big podcast, right? What's it
Yes.
called again? The podcast Be Be Great, Be Good, Great, or something. Be
Be great. It's be great. It's be great podcast, but there's like a dot somewhere. So I was trying to figure out where the dot was.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah.
doing in
It's
my
Be
mind right
Great
now.
podcast. They are actually flying me out to Florida to be on this podcast. They're paying me to be out there. So I just see our future being bright. And I can tell everybody out there the key to success is consistency. If you're not consistent, you're never going to be successful. And I tell Angela and Pete this all the time consistency beats talent. You can have all the talent in the world. The guy that's consistent is going to beat you if you're not consistent. But if you take a talented person that's also consistent, there's no stopping that person.
Like Danny's unstoppable.
You got to be consistent, guys. That is the key to success in anything you want to do in life. It is. If you're not
Yeah.
consistent,
So
you're failing.
everyone go
You're definitely
follow what is it? Be Great podcast. Everyone go give him a follow too.
Yeah, Be Great podcast. I think he said he has a studio in Canada. He
Well,
has
I
a
looked it
studio
up
in
at first. I'm like,
Florida.
Danny, I'm like, I don't think you're gonna be bringing a swimsuit. I'm like, I think you need like moon boots or something to bring with you. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I swear I saw Canada. And he's like, do I need a passport? It was
I
so
did.
funny.
I said, "There's shit. I let my passport expire." Honestly, I got to get that. I got to get a new passport. That's
It's so
serious. I do
easy.
got to
It's
do.
so easy. Mine's still good till 2028, but it's so easy. Um,
Oh
but
my god! I
they
mean,
made it
I do.
easy. They actually make it easy these days. You can do it online. You can renew it, so you're good.
Yeah, and do could I? What about picture wise? Do you have to still get a picture, or what? How does that
I mean, I
go?
used to just go to Walgreens. I'm sure you could do it from home, and I think you could have done it like that for a while. You just need to do like I mean, unless it has to be done somewhere that's like a actual store. I don't really know how that works, but they had easy directions on there. It was on my Facebook for a while. They were talking about it for a few months. It's like recently too, like right before I think it was Halloween, they were like going balls deep about it. Like the whole summer they were talking about it. About everyone like renewing your passport and things like that. Because I think they were talking about the change that they were making to like how you have to fly, like you have to bring some card or something with you now. And I don't have that fucking card. So it was either that get that card, I think, or like use your passport. I can't remember.
My God, I was trying to think. It's been a while since I've been out of the country. Really is.
I haven't been out of the country since 2017, I think.
Yeah, me too. It's been a long time. I mean, longer than that probably for me.
Mine's 2017 because my sister had a wedding. Like her wedding was like a destination wedding. So
Yeah. All right. What else? We got 2 more minutes. Let's talk about one more thing, Ange. What did we talk about that we didn't mention? Oh, you still didn't say what you think of 2026. What's going to be the big story?
um are we going to war?
Is that what you think?
I don't want to think that. I honestly don't think that we are. Um I don't think that we are, but I think that we're gonna something big is coming, and I don't think that it's just gonna be one thing. So we all kind of think have to get prepared for something that I think it's just gonna be one thing unraveling after another thing this year. Like this year is like the year of the horse. So I'm just saying
Of the
like
whore? What?
last year was like the year of the snake, like where you make changes, and then this year is like where the things start to happen. It's the year of the horse. Like you just have to look into it.
All right. This is what I think. I think there could be a war. I think you're on to something there. But I think things are going to get worse politically. I think it's just going to get worse. I really do.
If Trump, if Trump keeps bringing up things like if he keeps like having these speeches where he talks about left, right, like if you divide yourself, you're dividing the country just by speaking about it, like how you address people, how you make your speeches, like you're talking about it in your speech, like just leave it out, man.
I get that, but you got to realize all the Democrats are doing that. They're
Yeah,
all
well,
doing that.
because they got it from him though. He started it. I saw the whole thing just go down. Like it was horrible. Like he just
Oh,
needs to stop.
Tommy just put in the comments, and he's 100% right. Tommy, you are 100% right. He put Americans are saying they're not paying taxes in 2026.
Oh yeah, everyone, all the businesses are all saying that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? I mean, they're saying now Trump might come out and say that. He might come out and say, "Don't pay your taxes because of all the fraud in Minnesota." That's what they're saying. That Trump's going to come out and say, "Don't pay taxes in
He already took
2026."
away. What did he say? Take away the funding to all the daycares.
Yes, and you listen to this,
That's
guys.
it.
Just think about this. We have like a 30 to 40% tax in this country on our earned money. It's out of control. We fought England. We fought England over a 3% tax on fucking tea. I mean, and now we're paying 40 fucking percent. I mean, seriously, where do we go from here? Are we going to start giving the government 60% of our money? I mean, it's out of control. I agree with Trump. Let's throw this fucking tax shit away because I owe money anyway. So let's throw it away.
I mean, I do. It does sound like the better option with that, especially with everything like where you're figuring where the money's going. You're like, wait, what just happened? Like, what? Um, I think you know who called that out though was Charlie Kirk posted that in like was it 2013 or something afterwards. He posted something about um where was it? Was it Minnesota? He posted about. He said something.
Yeah, well, that's where it happened, Minnesota.
Yeah, and I think he posted about that in particular, and I can't remember the year he posted it and what it was on. I don't know if it was on X, it was on something. I'm like, wait, I'm like, is that real? And I checked, I did the fact check, and it actually was real. I was like, huh, he was trying to tell us a long time ago.
Yeah.
So,
So, and I think what's going to happen with that is I think they're going to investigate it. And I think
mhm.
it's even going to be worse than we think it is. You
Oh,
realize we're not even, Angela, we're not talking millions. We're talking
wasn't it
billions.
Ohio too? Like I mean, they're really cracking down. Like
They had fake daycare centers. Fake. Could
all
you
these
imagine?
wait, all these like YouTubers and like people like with podcasts are just literally going to these places and knocking and say, "Hey, my kid wants to sign up for school," and they're like, "Oh no, like nobody's here today." And they're like, "But it's a Monday." They're like, I'm watching all these videos. I'm just like, oh my god! Everyone follow me on TikTok and on Rumble, a dose of Angela, because I'm gonna start posting some crazy videos like about this in particular.
Well, listen, we went 2 minutes over. Thank you, Angela, for taking care of at least giving me a host the last 2 nights.
Oh, yeah, I'm always here. I'm here, you know.
She's not, one thing about Angela,
I
she's
show
not
up.
on time. Yes, she's not on time, probably not prepared.
But I still show up, and that's all that matters. Italians, they
Yes,
always show up. It doesn't matter, like, if we're late, it's a fashionably, like, late type thing, like, nobody matters, like, the party doesn't start till I come in anyways.
I agree, Angela. And I just sent her a DM that I received. I put her video on on my page, Facebook page, and guys are DMing me about her with like big eyes, how hot she is. I'm thinking, guys, this is my page. It's not her.
I think it's great because now you I mean, right, it's funny, just
Well, why? Because I get to see what girls go through.
yes, I was just going literally, like, I sometimes don't post because 'cause I'm like, I haven't checked my messages in a while. I'm, like, overloaded right now with messages, so I'm sorry for anyone that's messaging me and I haven't gotten you yet. I will. I'm just so behind with every single platform. It's, like, insane right now. But, and, like, with the holidays and stuff, I just got real behind, but I'm gonna catch up real soon. But, it's just you don't know what us women go through. Like, I mean, and it's continuous, like, it just goes on and on. Like, I even have right now an ex that keeps reading my stuff. It's like like my son's father basically like stalking me right now. And he's liking it now. And I'm like, no, don't even like it. And I'm just like he's been looking at my stuff for weeks in a row now. And I'm like, because I didn't message him back. I haven't talked to him in like a year. I just don't want to talk to him. Like, leave me alone. I'm like, he's still trying. I'm like, it's relentless. I'm like, just stop. Leave me alone.
Listen, I just don't understand guys. Like, they're going to send a girl a message and think, oh, yeah, she's going to go out with me. Some stranger. Hey, you're good looking. Where can we meet? Like, what do these guys think when they text girls online? I just don't get
I
it.
think guys are just trying to see like how like who they can get. Like, oh, can I get that girl? Let me just send this. And like maybe it's like one of those like mass text messages that used to send to like people like the little threads like do this or you die in 5 days or something. Like send this to 20 people. Like it has to be this exact thing, like one of those chains. I forgot what they're called, like friendship chain thing emails that they used to do. Remember?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Or did
yeah.
you, and by the way, everyone, Danny got rid of his, or he still has it, his Yahoo. He had Yahoo.com, a Yahoo account for his email. Now he now has a Gmail. So Danny is going backwards, kind of like a Benjamin Button thing. Like he's going backwards. So he went from Yahoo to Gmail. We're moving on up, but like kind of down. You know what I mean?
Listen, what I don't get why they say a Yahoo email is old. I don't get that.
It's like having an AOL. Like
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like every time I give my email, people laugh at me. I just
Danny,
don't get it.
Danny tried to use an app and like get a hold of the people from what's it called, like the Opus app thing that he uses
Yes.
to put our podcast into there so that they make clips. And he was so mad they weren't getting back to him. Well, they were, but like it's because he had a Yahoo email that it wasn't working. He said it
Listen,
was old, so he made a Gmail.
listen. If you guys saw this podcast behind the scenes, We're the most dysfunctional family out there. I'm the guy always saying, we got to get prepared. We got to be ready. Pete and Angela, I don't know. But we
I
all,
send stuff during the week and I'm like, guys, we got to do this. And then like no one does it.
we should rename ourselves the Dysfunctional Podcast.
The degenerates. I mean,
Yeah.
something like
Like
something.
today, poor Tommy. It's my fault he didn't get on. You know what I mean? I should have pressed that button. It would have just let him go back on. But I guess I didn't see it. And I guess once we go live, because I didn't do that, he can't get on. That's what probably happened.
Oh, and it's crazy. I told Dan, I'm like, just wait 5 minutes. I can't be late. I can't go late. I'm like, all right. Like, don't want to like get him into that. So I was like, and I still haven't been able to stream, and like, I don't want to stress Danny out, but I did it right before this podcast, anyways. And then he was even like getting nervous because then Tommy couldn't get on. He's like, oh, there's gonna be no Tommy. I'm like, listen, everything's good. We're good. Like, there's an Angela. We're good. No matter what, like, we're good. And like, Danny used to do
Tommy,
his podcast himself, so it's like, what are you worried about? Nothing.
listen, Tommy just said that's why he loves the podcast. Tommy, we're sorry. It is my fault. I'm looking at this.
It's totally Danny's fault.
I did fuck up. It was total my fuck up. But listen, I'll tell you what, Tommy, you could be on the podcast in 2 weeks. Next week we're just gonna have that special guest. But in 2 weeks, we want to hear your story, Tommy.
Yeah.
You're definitely
Tell me,
100%
I'm
get
excited. I want to hear what you have to say because honestly, I didn't find out until literally like, what was it last night or like yesterday? Danny told me about it. I was like, wait, what? Or 2 nights ago? I was like, what happened? I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, I didn't even know your story. So I'm like so excited actually for it. Like, I mean, this is great. And I really tried to like help him with getting you on today. But Danny gets a little like confused, like, what's this WhatsApp thing? I'm like, oh, that appeared when you sent me the first link, and like it's confusing. And he's like, he was getting confused just hearing about it. But he's never been on
I
this
didn't even
end
know
of
what
it.
the hell WhatsApp was. I was like, what the hell is WhatsApp?
You're like, what's that app? It's called WhatsApp. Like I used it a long time ago, like to speak with my cousins and stuff, with friends that were in Italy. But other than that, it's like I don't know, it's like a texting app, but people use it for their businesses and things like that to like stay in the loop. If they like send people deals all day, they could do that. I've been in those ones. Um,
Yeah. And you know what,
random.
Angela, one more thing. I want to tell these guys what me, you, and Pete talked about. Okay. We talked about this with the guy that's going to be on the podcast next week with Travis Walton. We want to actually take a road trip, film the entire trip like a documentary style. We're going to pick this guy up. I'm going to rent us a big Suburban. We're all
Nope,
going to go in
nope.
there. We're going to,
Danny, I gotta stop you. Can we make this my dream and just get a hippie van, please? I want a hippie van, please.
where do
Like
you think we could rent a hippie van
Huntington
at?
Beach, let's get it. Like seriously, like I I want a hippie van, so I'll even pay for it. I don't care. Like I don't care. I want it. I want a hippie van. Okay, I know that it probably won't have like the panoramic sunroof, like whatever. That's can't pimp it, but like pimp the ride, you know? But like honestly, like I want a hippie van. So I'm gonna like
Let,
look into that.
listen, guys, I just want you to know this happens all the time. Me and Pete start a conversation. We forget where we were at because she interrupts the conversation. And it's not just talking. She'll text interrupting you. Like she'll text you like 5 text messages and you start trying to text her back and 5 more come. And then she's like, did you text me back? We're like, yes, it's 5 up because you text us 30 times. What I'm saying is she can't wait for the response. She'll send you 10 more text messages before you respond while you're trying to respond.
Okay, so what Danny's trying to say is we're gonna rent a hippie van. What are we gonna do? Let's finish the story. I'm
Listen,
excited.
I just want these people to know what we have to deal with here. Me and Pete every day, every day. But anyway, I'll get into it. But we love her. And she brought us better ratings. And I'm going to be honest with you. We had about 800 people in our Facebook group. And now we have 3,000 since Angela joined the
And I
podcast
haven't
six
even
months
really
ago.
been pushing it out, but at first I was really pushing it out. I remember like right away I got them to like 1,000 easily, and then every time we've had like a little like milestone, I've always sent it
Yeah.
like to hype them up. I feel like I'm the
Yeah.
only one that gets excited, but like I don't know. I think Danny gets excited too.
But anyway, so let me finish the story. What we're going to do, Ange. So my goal is, and I talked to the guy. He wants to do this with us too. He's all for it. What we're going to do is we're going to pick him up, start documenting it. And he told us he could show us some places in Nevada that he believes
Ooh.
there's UFO activity. Okay. And then we're going to go with him, travel to Snowflake. He's going to show us the exact location the abduction happened, where it happened, where they saw the craft, where they saw Travis get beamed, where the phone booth is. I already been at the phone booth, but I want you guys to see it. The phone booth is where the aliens dropped Travis off, and he called his family and said, "I'm back." After he was missing for 5 days, guys. And they were almost charged with murder. So we're going to go there. We're going to document everything. And it's going to be like a documentary 3-day trip. That's our goal.
Wait, and Danny was down, it was at Snowflake, Arizona or somewhere around there? He
Yes,
went to
Snowflake.
so Danny went to the phone booth. Well, he sent me like pictures of it, like something later on when he was there, I think. And then he was like talking to me on the phone, but he said something like, you were saying something, and I was like, and I looked at the photos and I had like this energy come from it because like I don't know, I'm weird about this stuff. And I was like, what did I say that you're gonna like meet? Like I said, someone's gonna come on
Oh,
our podcast.
yes. This is what happened. For those of you that don't know, Angela has a little bit of psychic ability. We're gonna have a ball that she can look into the crystal ball here. Now look
It
at her.
happens throughout the day. It's been like this my whole
But
life.
now look at her. She's definitely a lady that you can look at and say you looking at a crystal ball. I see you looking at a crystal ball, Ange. I do. But
Are you saying
anyway,
I look
she
like a
does.
gypsy?
Did I say that? I didn't say
I
that.
mean,
I just said you're looking
I'll take it. I'll take it.
at. She
I'll
has that
take it.
gypsy look. Well, I see your future. Can't you see her with a little napkin on her head? What do you call it? The bandana on her head, looking
Well,
into the crystal
I'm
ball.
really seeing Danny's future here, guys. Let me tell you about it.
But now listen, I just went. Where were we going here? What was the
You were telling them about like when you went to Snowflake and you had that
Oh,
picture and you sent to me.
okay. So I'm at the telephone booth in Snowflake. Later on that night, I send them text messages, and she says, "I don't know why. I feel one of these guys are going to reach out to you." And I said to her,
He's
"What?"
gonna be on the podcast. I said he's gonna be on the podcast. They're gonna reach out to you.
And guys, I was there in April. In April. And it just happened the other day. The guy ended up reaching out to me on a video. And Angela, I was like, holy shit, Angela said this was going to happen. She said, they're going to reach out to you and he's going to be on the podcast. And she was right 6-7 months later. It's crazy.
And I actually forgot about it, which like lately I've been kind of bad about like remembering things, but usually I remember stuff. And Danny brought it up. I'm like, wait, how did he remember that? And I thought about it. I'm like, it sounds familiar. Like I think it happened. Then I thought about it longer. I was like, I remember this now. I did say something like that, or like to the T, because Danny's been around, like he's seen stuff that I've called out, and then it literally ended up happening. And and we're just kind of sit there. I'm like, he probably thinks I'm fucking weird. Like, and then I'm like, did I scare him yet? Like, I'm always like worried that did I scare him with like that? Is it too much? Like, I'm always scared to like tell him stuff because like I don't know how people are gonna react because it's weird. And I never really thought of that putting it in somebody else's like she was like watching me or like hearing me talk. I probably sound fucking crazy, and yeah, I'm a little fucking crazy, but not like crazy crazy. Like I always had like this thing where I've seen things like we could talk about it another time, but it's insane like the stuff that happens like right afterwards or like how it constantly happens.
Well, I can tell you this since I know you, I definitely two things. You predicted the Eagles to win the Super Bowl months before. She even said to me last year, what are you worried about? They're going to win. Like
Yeah.
she's seen it months before.
It
She
was like
told me the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl.
September. It was literally before they even started. He was already talking about the Eagles. I'm like, listen, they're going to win. Like, I swear to you, like, even before I saw the game, like, I was like, they're going to win. And then I just kept going and going. He's like, oh, they lost today. I'm like, listen, they're going to win. Why are you worried? Like, people lose a game here and there, like, whatever. Like, I remember saying something like that. I can't remember. But
Yeah,
all
yeah.
I, I, don't know, all
You
I
ain't
just remember,
saying
like,
shit this year though.
you know what? I'm not feeling anything right now. My mind's been kind of occupied to be honest. So I feel a little off, but I think once I get like some quiet time by myself, that's when shit just starts flooding in, I guess. Not like to where I can't function, but like it starts coming like slowly, like left and right, like different things. I'm like, oh, I had the answer to that this whole time. I didn't realize it. Like different things. It's just I just have to like have my little batteries recharged, you know?
Yes. So we are definitely listen, I'm buying you a ball. I want you to have it right in
I
front of you.
want
I
one
want it.
now. And I have a
I'll
white
get you a
bandana.
ball.
I have
The
a white
Italian princess gypsy.
You know what though? Like my mom used to say something like if we slept at people's houses when we were younger, like she said something
Uh-huh.
kind of bad. She used to be like, "Oh, gypsy Jew" or something.
Oh God.
Because like we are half Jewish technically. Like, well, not you can't be half Jewish, but like my dad's side is half Jewish. Like his mom was Jewish and she converted to like Catholic, like to be with his dad because he was
uh,
Italian. So yeah,
so your
technically like
so your mom's full Italian, your dad's half Italian and half Jewish.
no, so it's Italian and then the other half's like Hungarian, Russian, Polish. And the Jewish is
Oh,
the
okay.
Hungarian.
Okay. See, my grandmother used to say this, Angela. My Polish grandmother, she used to say there were honestly, and my mother used to say she doesn't know what she's talking about. My grandmother used to say there was Polish Jews, Jewish
Yeah.
people. Yeah, and that's what she said when we had Polish Jewish people in our family, and my mother would say Nana doesn't know what she's talking about. We called her Nana. Nana doesn't know what she's talking about.
I Here's the thing with that. With like the way that I see that is I think it's from people flooding like or fleeing, I guess you could say, from wherever like the Holocaust stuff was going on, and that's where
Right.
their newly like recited areas. Like they had to move somewhere, and then people would just say, "Oh, this many people died during the Holocaust." But honestly, I feel like a lot of them did die. Like there was, I mean, that was like for anyone to say the Holocaust did not happen, it's
It's
just
horrible.
they're
Horrible.
insane. They're fucking insane. The evidence, like I mean, the things that people have had to witness and go through and stuff like that is just horrible. I can't even like imagine ever having to be part of that or like even having, been around during those times. Like I can't even imagine it. But it's like I honestly believe that a lot of people did get away. I'm not even half the people, but I'm saying there are people that got away and they had to, lie about where they came from or something like that, learn a new language, or if they already knew that language because it was like right next door to their country or something. You know what I mean? But it's just, I think a lot of them did flee, like not, like I said, not even half of them. It was like just, whatever portion of them. Because if you look at the amount of people they said that died during the Holocaust, it was like a very large amount. And they only came up with so many bodies after that. And it's like, well, what did they do? But I know that they dug holes and shit. Like they did some crazy ass shit, like just inhumane, like things that I can't even like. I don't know. It makes me want to throw up just thinking about. But
Listen, I can't even watch a Holocaust
no,
movie.
me
I
neither. I
won't
was gonna
even
say
watch.
that.
Why would I watch something like that? I turn it right the fuck off. I can't watch that
Well,
stuff.
maybe
That
that's
it's
like the
horrible.
people going to the holes, or like people just getting shot into the holes, or like I mean, how they were so like I don't even know. They weren't even human. Like people that just could, I don't know,
You
that the
gotta
powers. Oh,
you gotta realize, to me, you know, World War II. I mean, it was 100% about freedom. I mean, it was 100. I mean, it was like the world ending. If we didn't stop Germany, what the fuck would have happened? You know what I'm saying?
well, American planes bombed my mom's town. Like my family, like my nono, he ran. He was lined up to get shot in Italy. He was lined up. I forgot how old he was, but like my family we have all these stories about it. Like just him alone, like he was lined up to get shot and he ran and then he hid in the trees or like the bushes for a couple days and then
Why were they going to shoot him? Because he was helping people? Is that what it was?
no, they were just killing people just to kill people because
Are you
they invaded
serious?
Italy. Yeah, they came to Italy and they were invading and they, like that's just what they're doing, lining people up and killing them. He didn't do shit. Like they just they were that's what they were doing. Then my nona, like hers was like different. She had the Brits come in. The Brits. She had the Brits come in, and they wanted to bring her back because they loved her so much. She would like cook for them and everything. Like
You
they
said your
loved her.
Nona was like you, right?
Like with what? Like just how she. I mean, we had the same
Like your
birthday.
person. Did you really?
Yeah, and then her nona had the same birthday too.
November 13th?
Yeah, yes. Nobody else has that birthday in our family, and so like my nona was kind
That's
of witchy like
weird.
me. She was witchy like that. Like she saw stuff before it happened too. Like especially with her dreams, she would have dreams and then it would happen. I had dreams too, but not like hers. Mine was usually throughout the day, like how I would see things. But I did have dreams like that one of my friends was going to pass away and it ended up happening. And I would tell him every time because he was in Italy. I'm like, listen, like this happened, but each time it was a different way that he died. And then eventually it was a freak accident too. And he was younger than me. It's really sad, but yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. I think when you said your Nona actually hid them, right? Didn't you tell me that
Yeah,
she
she
hid
was
the
hiding.
truth?
Her and her family were like they were hiding the Brits, and like they like just she like cooked for them, like she did everything for them, I guess. And they wanted to take her back, and they were like, you can't take her back. Like they were trying to explain, like you can't just take her. Like I mean, she was young too. I forget how old she was, but they were just trying to bring her back. Like they didn't want to like steal her. Like they wanted her to just to come and like I don't know what they wanted to do with her. Like not kill her or anything. They just loved her energy and stuff. They wanted to bring her back. I don't know. Maybe one of them wanted to marry her. I don't know. Like I'd have to ask someone in my family. We have so many crazy stories about like the World War II stuff. I mean, we lost family members in there too that got bombed. Like, and there's like little like memorials in the towns for them and stuff. A lot. My mom's town where she's from. It's like this small town in Alfadena, the region of Abruzzo. It's beautiful, but a lot of the town it never got rebuilt. So when you go there, it's really cool because you see like it's just like it's so historic. Like it's beautiful. Like it's my mom said the Germans wanted her. That's what my
The
nona was the
Germans went in.
Germans. I knew I was going to get the story mixed up. So I guess the Germans wanted. Oh, the Germans were probably hiding there. Were they hiding there? Oh, now she's quiet. I thought it was the Brits, but we'll say the Germans. Because didn't the Brits come in and help with? Didn't the Brits come in and help with the U.S. or something, or no?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I can tell you this: the other one I could think of, what's your mom saying?
You guys were talking at the same time, so I couldn't hear if she was correcting herself or I don't
Uh,
know.
okay.
Wait. Oh, my nona was feeding the British people up in the mountains.
Oh, that we're hiding, probably, right?
Yeah.
All
And so I
right.
guess the Germans wanted to steal her. They probably wanted to arrest her or something. I don't know. She probably got
Oh my
caught. I
God.
knew that she was. I knew that she was like.
English guys in the mountains.
So they wanted to like get rid of her.
Wow.
Oh, her mom was. they were feeding them. Her mom was feeding the Brits in the mountains. They were like,
Oh yeah, because your Nona was
oh
a kid.
wait, yeah, but the Germans wanted my nona.
Yeah, they wanted her because she plucked chickens and she was like 13.
She was like 13. She plucked chickens. She did all that stuff. She worked the fields, I think, and
Oh wow.
everything. Yeah, she told me that, Mom, didn't they survive off of just onions at one point?
Yeah, that was during the war.
Yeah, my nonna used to say like always eat your food. She was like, there's starving people out there. She's like she always brought this up. If you didn't finish your bowl of food, you'd get yelled at because she said there was people that um like even her like during was it World War II? She's like all they ate was onions. They couldn't afford like there was nothing else like and they had like the farms and stuff like that. Like that's all they had at one point. It's like
that was the war, yeah.
Yeah, that's all they had was onions. Like that's what they lived off of.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine? Like, I don't even know like how she even cooked with onions after that. I would never be able to eat another fucking onion ever again.
Oh my God. That's oh my God. I wish your Nona was still alive. We'd have her on the
She was the
podcast.
best cook. She was fun. Like her ADHD was so bad. Like she was so really fun. She had the best stories, and she'd always like mumble, like talking shit about people. Like she'd always like mumble it under her breath. I'm like, "What'd you say, Nona?" And she'd like, like say something in Italian. She's like slick. She'd always mix her Italian with English. It was funny. Like my friends
How
would
old
always
was
tell
she
her.
when she came? How old was she when she came here?
Ooh, I don't know. My mom would know that because my mom came here when she was, I think, 7, and my mom was
Right.
born in 58. So I'm not a math person. Danny did the math, but it was an almost 2-week boat ride that they took, and Ellis Island was closed. So they took it to New York, but then they got straight into a cab because I think my
Okay.
Nona's family was already here, and then they went straight to Chicago from
Okay.
36 or 37. She said.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, because my aunt was born here when my Nona was 38, and my aunt was born in was it 68?
And I'm going to tell you guys this. I mean, we got to realize that how hard it would be to leave a country and go to a new country. That's got to be hard. It
Yeah, I
really
mean,
does.
especially when you don't have like a job lined up, or I mean, you really had
Yes.
to. I mean, they
It's
still take a boat.
crazy.
Like I said, I think it was like, Mom, what did you say? It was like 10 days or something? 2 weeks. So we still have the big luggages. I forgot what they're called, and they still smell like you can the trunks. And then when you
That's
smell them,
crazy.
yeah, we have one I think here and across the street. Because like, oh, should they smell because they got wet in the basement? But like, other than that, though, like I just feel like honestly, there's like she could say that all she wants, but there's a weird smell to it that I feel like I can feel like I'm in that time. I don't know how to explain it.
Guys, if you want to watch a good movie about this, a good series, 1893 is awesome. That's a prequel. What do they call it?
Uh,
Prequel? What do they call that?
a sequel to
Yes, yes,
the kid's
until
name
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. I still never saw Yellowstone.
And listen, basically, it's showing you when people came to this country, the struggles. People moving out west, how it was so hard to move out west. They died. It was, I mean, it was when people came to this country, they struggled. They really did. It was
Why
horrible.
why was it hard for them to like I want to know more about this. Like why was it so hard for them to go out west? Like they just couldn't make it like it
They died on the way out there, the Oregon Trail, all of that.
oh,
And
is that what that based off of? Was the Oregon Trail was that was the game, the
yes,
computer game was
go,
based off
go,
of that?
yes, go watch 1893. That's what it's based off
Go
of.
play Oregon Trail. It's a great game, but you die every time of something.
I mean, it was. I mean, if you think about it, and to your mom, I mean, she knows this as much as us. We do. Italians, everybody was kind of discriminated against,
Oh,
but we were a little too dark.
well,
We were a little too dark.
even living in the town that we moved to, like from out by the city, when we moved out to a different town, like for my mom to like raise the kids, like with my dad and everyone. Um, what was it? I mean, even when my uncle and his kids moved up here too and built a house as well, people here, like in that town, like they were just so racist, and it was all white farmers, and they were so racist because our family was like tan, and like my
Right,
mom's like a light skinned Italian too, but like in the summer you get tan. But
right.
I mean, I, like the neighbor kid called my sister the N word. My dad was fucking furious. Like, and like I'll never forget like how my dad just he gets when he gets mad, he gets mad. He's might be listening to this, but like you don't want to piss him off. Other than that, he's a great person. Like he's a good guy. Well, like and he's cool. Tells he has great stories. I wish he'd come on here. Like you'd fucking love him. But
And listen, some derogatory comments where they called Italians wops and dagos
it's
and
worse
all
than
of
that.
that.
Oh, like, and what
Right.
was it? Like, I wanna go I actually really wanna go to I've never been to NOLA, like, New Orleans, and I wanna go there because there's so much history too, even with, like, Italians, like, you could see it in the streets, like, the architecture, like, the art district, like, everything, like, there's just all the buildings are beautiful, but there's different times when things happen and, like, why they are the way that they are, and, like, Spaniards, when they were there, that's what some of the buildings look like, and you could see, like, the different times there, but there was, like, stories too with the Italians being hung and all that stuff because they got blamed for something else. And it was like, I don't know, it was the Irish mob. It was something like they were, everyone like just blamed everything on them. It was kind of like how people are with immigrants coming into this country right now. Like it was, but the only difference I will say was Italians, when they came here, they fucking like kept working. They didn't fucking sit here and make crimes. Like they came here, they worked their fucking asses off until they had their own businesses. And then that was it. That
Angela,
was the only difference.
yeah. And I'll tell you what, Angela, what'd she say, your mom?
I didn't hear anything. Is my mom on?
Oh, I thought she said something.
Now
I'm hearing
Danny's
something.
hearing shit.
But listen, there was actually, if you look this up, guys, you can go Google this, whatever. There was actually signs in business windows in New York City. Italians do not apply. They didn't want Italians working for them. They didn't want them to give them anything. We were just a little too dark. We weren't accepted into the white culture until later on.
I feel like there was an incident somewhere in like where the town I grew up in. I thought there was something where they said something to one of my relatives, like they were just too dark or someone made a comment. I could have sworn. I'll have to ask. There's so many stories. My family is like full of stories. Like, I mean, our family's so big, both my dad's side and my mom's side, but it just, I mean, we have still family like in Italy, like first cousins and shit. So like my family's everywhere.
Listen, we gave you guys a bonus half hour because we were so messed up in the
We
beginning.
really don't have a time. Here's the thing: we really don't have a time limit. Before we kept it to an hour because we were on Instagram. Instagram would shut it off after 1 hour.
Yeah, they would.
That's why we did it
Instagram
just
is
an
weird.
hour. But really, we
Yeah.
can sit here for hours and talk however long we want.
We'll go another 5 minutes. But I just want to say this, Angela. Like growing up, like my dad and mom told me about this. Like where I grew up in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Like you had the Polish section, you had the Italian section, you had like there were sections. The Polish people all lived in one section, the Italian people. That's how this town was.
That's like Chicago. It's still like that, but it was more like that before.
And like my mother lived in the Polish area, okay? My father, and I told you this before, my dad was not allowed to date my mother. My mother's father told her, "You are not dating an Italian." Like my dad, my mother's father hated Italians. He wanted nothing to do. My mom used to have to sneak out of the house to date my father
Wait,
because
so your mom was a
Italians.
baddie? She was a baddie?
And listen, my mom told me it was so bad, like back then, like her dad didn't like she couldn't even wear shorts outside. Like my
Yeah.
mom was not allowed to wear shorts. My mom would have to put shorts in a bag, wear pants outside, and then change outside, then put pants on back on when she went home. She would tell us how bad. Like
Did she
her
ever put
father
like
was
a
so
rope?
strict.
Did she have like a rope where she like climbed down out of her window or something, her bedroom window, or did she ever climb into a
I don't
tree
know.
or something?
My mother, there was three. There's three daughters and one son. My mother grew up with, so she had two sisters and a brother.
Was she the
And
youngest or
her,
no?
my mom was the youngest. Yes,
Okay.
yeah, my mom's the younger. Her brother's still alive. Her brother, my uncle Fritz, is probably 95. Honestly, at least maybe 94, 95.
And his
Her
wife
brother.
too, right? Or something, right?
His wife is still alive. She's maybe 93. They're both in their 90s. And I was just home talking to him. And I was telling you, Angie, he still knows about the Eagles. He's still with it. My uncle's 94. He can still have a conversation about football, everything. It's amazing. Now he has trouble walking and everything, of course. But I mean, mentally, he's there. You know what I mean?
That's
He's still
wild.
there. Yeah, I hope so. Hey, you might have me for another 50 years, guys.
You probably will. Like, I
Danny
think
could,
so.
Danny could be here another 50 years.
And he doesn't, and the key to like living a long, healthy life is to never stop moving. My Nona used to say that, like, never stop moving and like, just like be like well, but like never stop moving. It's like the healthiest thing. She was like 80 something, still doing yard work. You couldn't even tell her no. Like she'd probably hit you with a rake. Like you couldn't tell her no. Like she'd get mad if you try to tell her what to do. So like she'd be outside literally doing yard work at like 80 something still, like wearing a hat, like a straw cool hat and stuff. And like you couldn't stop her. She's a little woman too. She's very short.
Angela, you are right because I just watched a video the other day and a guy came on and he said men over 40 are out of shape. Like as soon as they turn 40, they stop working out. They're saying like men between 40 and 60, only maybe 10% of the men between them ages actually go to the gym, actually stay in shape, which I was shocked by. But as you know, I work out every day. I used to not up in about 7, 8 years ago. And now once you do it, you're kind of addicted to it. It makes you feel good. You feel better after you do it. And I'm with you. I think if I stop working out, I stop walking, that's when you stop walking. You stop walking because you stopped walking.
Yeah,
That's
like
why.
it's not even like a. Did she say something about a Dahmer trail?
I don't know.
Dahmer. She Thunder or Dahmer. I don't know what she said. But I just honestly like I think that
This
what I've
podcast
been
is great because we have Angela's mom in the background. That'd be
Wait,
awesome.
Steve
We can
always
sell
wanted
that.
her on the podcast, and I'm like, I don't know,
I
Steve.
want
Like, I don't
Angela's
know.
mom on the podcast.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Like, she's probably worse than Danny. Like, you don't want her on the podcast. Like, she'll make you like think about life and just like probably never get married or anything.
Oh, Angela, you're gonna laugh at this. Our guest next week, he asked me, is there stuff I'm censored that I can't say? And I'm like, what? And he goes, like, some of the podcasts I'm on, they censor me. I'm like, not the Danny Meyer podcast, not the minor details. We let
Censored.
you say,
No.
we're like, we can say whatever the fuck you want.
Well, I
He's like,
asked Danny that too when I had to say the word shit or I said something. I was like, can we swear on this shit? Or I said said something. He's like, what? It was like a couple podcasts ago. You guys got to go watch it. It's on our the Minor Details podcast on here. You just got to follow so you can see everything. And I'm a dose of Angela. I'm actually posting more and more videos. I just slowly started doing it, but I'm just been really busy with the holidays. But I'm gonna get there. I have so many things I'm gonna post. It's gonna be ridiculous.
And guys, listen, give us some ideas what kind of show Angela should have. Because she's thinking paranormal, she's thinking like, what do you think would be a good show for Angela?
There's so many things that I can even tell stories about the past and stuff too. I mean, there's so many things like that I can tell you about, even if it's spiritual shit that I've gone through personally or someone in my family's experience. We have so many like real true stories. That's because it doesn't just stop with me. Like a lot of people have it in their family, like that gift.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll tell you what, now next week, we're going to have that guy on. The following week, we're going to have Tommy on. And you know what? It'll just, we didn't promote Tommy enough anyway. So it's
I
kind
said
of
that we
actually,
didn't. I was like, we
because of
didn't
the
even promote.
holidays.
Yeah.
But this way, we'll promote Tommy in 2 weeks. So once we get done on the 8th, we'll start promoting his podcast. We'll get the word out. We'll get people to follow Tommy because Tommy is
He's
definitely
a
a
big
fan of the
supporter.
show. And we love you, Tommy. We do.
And do you want
We
to know
love you.
if people don't know how Tommy found us was because I think wasn't it Sly Stallone, wasn't it Sylvester Stallone
Yeah.
reposting one of your what was it one of your videos or
Hey,
something?
Sylvester Stallone and his brother like me.
It's because he's
They
Italian.
do.
He's probably from Philly area. That's why they're like, all right, like we like him. He doesn't shut his mouth. We like him.
Especially his brother Frank. I'm telling you, I don't go a week without Frank liking my videos, sharing my videos, comment on my videos. Like Frank Stallone, Sly's brother, loves my videos. I mean, he does. He loves it. I hope to God. Now, I met Sylvester Stallone when I was a little kid. I told you that, right?
Yeah, no, my mom was talking in the background. I heard. You said
I,
you met him at, wasn't it at when you were a kid, like going to
I,
visit?
We were in, this is the truth, guys. We were in Philadelphia on a school trip. We went to the Philadelphia Zoo. They took us to the Philadelphia Zoo for a school trip. We're at the zoo and we all loved Rocky. So my school teacher at the time, he said, hey, can we stop at he told the bus driver, can we stop at the Rocky Steps so the kids could all see the Rocky Steps? And we're all like, oh my God, we're going to see the Rocky Steps. We're all excited. We're like 11, 12. I don't really remember exactly, but we were kids. We go to the Rocky Steps, and aren't they dedicating the Rocky statue to him that day when we were there? It was like a miracle.
You
I
think your
saw
teacher
Rocky.
knew?
I don't know. I saw Rocky. I saw Mr. T. I saw Mickey. I saw Adrian, his wife. I've seen them all. I was in the front row. So I
Wait,
was like,
they were all
10 feet
there?
they were all there when they dedicated the
What?
statue. I was 10 feet away from Rocky. I was 10 feet away from him.
Oh, wow. Did you
So
talk to
being a
him?
little No, but being a little kid, this is the greatest thing. I was in the newspaper in Philadelphia.
You
They
were?
had us all in the yeah. They took our picture in front of the statue. We were in the Philadelphia newspaper.
I feel like your teacher knew that was going on, and so he asked the bus.
You don't realize, like, I hate to say this, and I don't want to sound crazy, but Rocky was a big thing growing up for me. Like that movie
Oh,
influenced me.
to this day, he's sending me Rocky videos, and like, so now I'm like watching these Rocky videos all the time. Sometimes it's the same video, like that he sends me, like for the past year and a half or something. I'm just like, all right, like I'm used to it now. But like, they're very inspirational, they're very motivational, and they help Danny like get where he's got to get for that day. You know, you could tell that they help him.
Listen, I probably send her and Pete. Poor Pete. There's
He doesn't
times
even
I'll send
respond now. Like at the
I'll send like 25 videos in like an hour. And fucking Pete is an introvert. He's not like me and Angela. He's like, used to stress me the fuck out.
I think it's just that he's not ADHD. Like he can't, his brain doesn't like work like ours. Like, you know, he doesn't need all the chaos probably. Like we like the chaos because it keeps us going. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know.
And if, for those of you that don't know, and we're going to get off here in 2 minutes, but for those of you that don't know, ADHD people are very good in emergency situations.
Yes. Very
Because our and
calm and good in emergency
that's
situations.
why I was a good cop. Like I could come on scene, there could be bodies laying, there could be blood, there could be this, and I just did my job. Like I
Yeah.
didn't even think of it. I just did my job,
Like
and
you
that's how
hyper focused to where you had to go, right?
Yes, ADHD. If there's an emergency, you want a person with ADHD around. They stay calm in emergency situations. We're not calm in any other situation. Look at me. We were 2 minutes late for the podcast, and I was stressed. But in an
That was
emergency,
good.
we're there, right?
Yeah, and I mean, like Danny was saying, like, oh, Angela's, she might be late, she might be something, but she always shows up. Like, I just want to add that there because I felt like that was a really good final touch. But like, I come in like Superwoman, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, guys. Listen, do we want to end this with? Let's end this with this. Please follow us on all platforms. Follow A Dose of Angela. Follow Pete. What is his? What is his show?
Um, path to path to
Path to success. Path to
success,
success.
or just type in Pete Pitts, or just look us up on Danny's profile, which is like the crime solver on Rumble, right?
Yeah, like the Daily Show, like the Minor Details, because I promise you, if you like us, we're disorganized, we're a mess, but you're gonna have fun when you watch
Oh,
us.
you're gonna
Right,
hear
Ed?
some great stories from us. Like we all had like different kinds of lives. It's just insane. Like you're gonna get a lot from us.
And it's cool because Angela's from the Midwest. Pete's from everywhere. Pete's lived in every city in America. I'm from Vegas, originally from the West Coast, I mean, East Coast, but now I'm a West Coaster and I'm never leaving the West Coast because I like when Angela tells me and Pete it's below zero and snowing. And I say, yeah, I just put the heat on at 67.
I want to beat him through the phone when he says, "Let me just be real," because like he's like, "Oh God, it's raining. It's so fucking cold, and I got to put the heat on." I'm like, it's like snowing here, and I'm freezing. I'm wearing like 3 pairs of socks, like snowboard socks, and like 3 pairs of gloves in the house because I have like Raynaud's. It's like an autoimmune condition, and I'm like my poor circulation. He's sitting like I don't even know. He's just sitting there like talking, putting the heat on at like 70 degrees, and I'm like, I don't even know if my heat works at 70 degrees. Like, is that a thing? Like,
I
and,
don't
and him,
know.
him and Pete both do it now, not just Danny. Danny started it for like a year, and then Pete's just he randomly throws it out there. Now I'm like, fucking Pete. I'm like, you got Pete doing it too now because like I saw it in one of these posts. I'm like, I'm not even gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment because I was already pissed at Danny. I'm like, I'm not gonna even comment. I'm like, but I thought it was so funny that Pete started with it too, like
And
on his
guys, I don't know.
own.
And guys, I don't know if you realize, I mean, Pete, we kid around about, but Pete's been in 108 movies. I mean, he was on Stranger Things. I mean, Pete's been everywhere. The Walking Dead,
Even like the behind the
major.
scenes stuff, doing stuff behind the scenes. So I think that's so cool that he's gotten to be a part of things in different areas of like whether it's a series, a film, something. So he's very well rounded. So if anyone out there that's like a filmmaker or like you need somebody in a movie, Pete, Danny, or myself, I guess you could say. Whatever you guys are looking for, we got it. It's all right here.
Well, listen, I didn't want to tell Angela, but I'm trying to get all three of us in a horror movie. It's going to be a generic horror movie, but I'm
Oh,
trying to
that's
get us in
fine,
this.
man.
I'm trying to get us in this generic horror movie. I told this person that makes horror movies that I would promote it on my podcast if she let all three of us in the horror movie.
Let her know that I'm a really good screamer.
I did. I'm not kidding you. I did reach out to this lady. So I kind of kept that away from you guys because I want if it goes through, I want to be able to tell you. I don't know if it's gonna go through or not, but I'm trying. You
I
know?
love acting. I think it's so much fun. Like I've always been into like the arts and stuff like that. I mean, I went to art school and stuff, so I'm all into that. And I'm a musician. Like I do all that stuff, so it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun to have all three of us in a horror movie. I
Oh,
mean,
I mean, and then we should keep it going after that. We'll just keep doing other horror movies and kind of like Jane Silent Bob, like how they would just show up in like Dogma, like Mallrats, like everything. Like they had all these different shows. So it's like how they would just show up like in a little like duo. We should just show up in a trio, like in, in all the different types of movies. It'd be so funny.
and you know what, guys? The other thing I always tell Pete, and Angela will tell you, I tell Pete this all the time. You need to brag about yourself. If I was in 108 movies, Pete, you would hear about it every fucking day. I would be saying The Walking Dead. You would think I was a star on The Walking Dead after I got done with it.
Oh, and like Danny promotes himself every day, and I help. So like there's not a day that goes by where you don't hear about something about Danny. Like, and I think it's good because it motivates him and it helps us stay motivated too, to be honest. So I don't mind it.
Guys, people think that's cringy. Oh, look at your who's going to promote you? If you don't promote yourself, who the hell's going to promote you? You
It's
have to
true.
promote yourself. And I've told Angela and Pete, I said, you got to get uncomfortable about bragging about yourself. You got to brag about yourself.
Well, it's
Because
not
if
even
you
about
can't brag about yourself, who's going to brag about you?
that's true, but even in other situations, you have to be uncomfortable if you want change. Like if you want to get anywhere in life, if you even any kind of change, you have to be uncomfortable, you know, in any situation in order to get wherever you need to go. So if you want
And
some situation to change and a different outcome, you got to be uncomfortable. And then afterwards,
yeah,
you're good.
yeah, and I'm going to tell you this: most of the time, people come up with good ideas, and I don't want to be like on this success motivational journey, but I'm gonna.
But we like that
Most people,
stuff.
most people have this success, and they come up with great ideas, and you know who fucks them? Their family.
Yep.
People would think it's strangers. People would think it's your family. Your family's the first people that are going to tell you can't do it. Everything I've ever came up with, my family told me I couldn't do.
Same.
Every single thing. My family didn't think I could do this. My family didn't think I could do anything. And I proved them wrong every time. Your
That's why success
family,
is I say that's why success can be lonely. Like that's why you have to ride with the right people. And that's why we are the Minor Details podcast. And we kind of all go together and we hype each other up every day. Like we're like each other's, like I told them, I consider them family. I mean, it's been going like this for like what, a year?
yeah,
So
I mean, and here's the thing. You know, I know it's awkward to talk about yourself. It is, okay? But when you're on this success journey, you can't think of what other people think of you. And
mhm.
Angela helped me get over that because I did in the beginning. You know, I remember, listen, the first time I was on TikTok, okay, 5 years ago, I put some video out there and somebody called me a racist. Oh my God, I was crushed. Oh my God, this person called me a racist. I was crushed. I'm like, should I quit TikTok? This person called me a racist. I've been called a racist now 750 times. Okay. TikTok, these people will say anything to stop your success. They'll call you a racist. They'll tell you you're too loud. They'll tell you you're white supremacist. They'll tell you this. And you just keep moving forward. Fuck these people.
And then
I said it.
recently my mom said that Danny and I were racist. I just cracked up. I'm like, yes, we're so racist. Like I just
Here's the thing. The thing is, people don't like to talk about things. And when you talk about stuff, people make
get
feel
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. They think you're a racist. Oh my God. Wait a second. I got Jasmine Crockett telling me white men are the worst things on the planet, calling me white boy. That's what Jasmine Crockett's calling me. And I can't fight back? Fuck you.
Wait,
I'll
and
fight
I
back every fucking time.
when
Every time.
Danny brought up Jasmine Crockett, I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking of things to say. I can make videos easily with her, like, oh, what a crock of shit. Like, because then Danny, like, I mean, I'll start flowing like it's rap. Danny's like, no, you out of all people, you can't do that though, because then they're gonna come at you, and I'm thinking like, I really don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care.
But the racist term, like I said this in one of my video. Like when I grew up, if somebody called somebody racist,
Like
the
real bad.
world it would
Yeah.
have stopped. People would have stopped in their tracks. Like what? Oh my God! The term's used a million times a day. If the Democrats don't get their way, race comes out, baby. Here comes the race card. If the because they want you to feel uncomfortable, they want to shut you up. And how they shut you up is they call you a racist. It's the way to shut you up. But guess what, Democrats? It don't fucking work anymore. You cried wolf too many times. Nobody gives a fuck. That's the fact.
I think Trump kind of changed things in this country as well, making people less uncomfortable, like, with themselves, like them being able to speak on whatever the fuck they want at this point. Because that's what he was kind of doing. And at first everyone's like, oh my God, like even to this day, there's things that he says. I'm like, okay, you don't bring people's family in there. Like it's fucked up.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. And listen, I don't agree with everything Trump does.
You
I
don't
probably
have
agree
to
with
either. You can still be a certain party and you
70%
don't have
of
to
it.
agree.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff, I've called Trump out and got hell from the Republicans. People unfollowed me, everything, because I called Trump out.
Well, I think you're like one of the people that I think Democrats, they go and they follow, unfollow, and then they see you in their feed because they can't get away from your face because you just show up everywhere no matter what, because everyone still keeps liking your shit because you say it
Right.
what other people won't say. And that's what needs to be said. And so then they're like, wow, this guy's not afraid to say shit. Like he's actually just saying it how it is. And like, you're like an actual, like a good person though. Like you're saying like exactly, you're passionate about how you feel about something. Like, you know, you got a big heart. If there's one thing about Danny, he's got a very big heart. And so he's just going to say like, you know, that was wrong. That was inhumane. That was, you know, whatever. Like, he should have said that. Like, that wasn't right. So, like, people are going to call him a rhino, like, whatever animal or whatever, whatever term they want to come up with. Um,
The Republicans call me a rhino because there's times if I feel Trump did something wrong, I call him out. And I say he was wrong. It doesn't mean I'm not a Republican anymore. It doesn't mean I'm not going to vote Republican. It was just wrong. And you got to call out wrong. That's just the way
and
it is.
I mean, and you can be a Republican, you know, conservative. You don't have to agree with everything that the president says. You know, like, you don't have to agree with everything. You know, it's just like most of it, I guess. But like, you don't have to be like him either, though. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to, you know, agree with everything that he says, like, you know, how he is as a person. You don't have to really care for him either, really, but you have to care for how he's leading the country or, you know, his beliefs with what he's doing. You have to believe in him as a president in general in order for him to, you know, do a good job. I think this world kind of needs that right now. Like every single party kind of, in my opinion, needs to have that thought in their head. Like you have to believe in the president in order for this country to move forward.
Angie, we got 8 minutes to 8 o'clock. We might as well call it at 8. Let's go. We'll make it a 2-hour podcast tonight. 8 more minutes. But listen, I got a great topic for this last 8 minutes, and I actually want our audience to participate. Okay. What I'm going to say is I watched a video by Chris Como. Chris Como, yes,
Chris
he's on News.
Cuomo,
Listen, yes, he's on News Nation,
I
but
love him.
he's actually getting big on social media. Like he's bigger now on social media. Don Lemon, him. And listen, I never liked him. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't. But now since he's off CNN, he joined News Nation. He's on his own. Basically, he's an independent now on TikTok and all over. He spits facts. I like him better now. I do like him a lot better than I did. And Angela, I want to get your opinion. This is what he said. And I want your opinion. I want our audience's opinion. He said, even though he's on social media, even though he's on it, he feels social media is the biggest problem of us being separated, Democrats and Republicans. Like he thinks we're hearing so much because, like, if I like Trump, I'm seeing 50,000 Trump videos and not seeing any part of Democrat videos. So I'm only getting propaganda from one section group.
I mean, I think it's the media that in general that's starting everything. It doesn't matter if it's social media. I think it's the media that starts out like what people are watching on TV and shit. And I think that everything's getting switched over to social media now, like where you're going to see all this streaming and stuff. So I guess, you know, I mean, media in general, I guess that is the problem because it's starting shit where there was never really shit even there started. Like it was people saying their opinion, voicing their opinion about something, and then it became, you know, something that everyone believed and thought happened, and maybe it didn't happen. You know, like things like that, like everything, and how people are just so like everything's like a big power trip, like one side or the other. It's like, why don't we all try to like unite here and try to like figure something
But
out?
that but that's what he's saying. What he's saying, Angela, is take a Republican. I'll explain it this way. He's saying take a Republican here and a Democrat here. This Democrat is only getting Democratic feeds
Mhm.
on social media. The Republicans only, and we know it. We know how these feeds work. And the Republicans are only getting Republican news. So we're not understanding the other sides. So we're like, they're
Oh,
nuts because we don't understand what they're talking about because our algorithm is only feeding us what we want to hear. I kind of agree with them. I kind of agree with them.
I agree with that too, but I also think that people are so um stuck on like hating Trump or something that they're gonna say, I'm never gonna be a conservative because I don't like Trump. And it's funny because a lot of their beliefs and stuff might be more conservative. And I'm like, are you just saying that because you don't like him? Like you just don't like men or like you don't like white men? Like I'm just trying to like sit there and wonder like why, because everything that they were stating sounds like they would have been a Republican. I'm like, so you just don't like Trump, so you're gonna vote Democrat. Like I'm like, do you know what you're doing to this country? Like, you just saying that and doing that, because then they're spreading stuff too. And then you know that there's conservatives just like them that are changing over, and then they're doing the same thing just because they don't like the president. It's like, if you don't believe in our president, like that's the guy that's doing the job here. Like, you have to believe in our president. I don't care who the fuck it is. Like, you gotta believe in him. So, I mean, I think he's crazy enough to get us wherever we need to get.
And I can't wait till Tommy's on this podcast because he's spitting facts online. He's spitting facts, Tommy. I
Tommy's
apologize.
really good with that stuff. Like,
It was my fuck up. I can't wait to have you on in 2 weeks. He put Chris Como is late on the subject. It started in 2008 with Obama. I agree with Tommy 100%. Guys,
Tommy's good. Everyone
I
follow
was a
Tommy.
I was a Democrat my whole life. My family worked for the Democratic Party. Okay. I was a Democrat my entire life. When Obama became president and he started shitting on the cops, everything was shitting on the police, shitting on the police. I changed parties and I became a Republican. I became the first Republican ever in my family because of Obama. That
And
is
you
a
guys,
fact.
you will lose family members, and eventually they'll come back and everything will be fine. But for a while, like, even when you're succeeding in life, even if it has nothing to do with, Republican or Democrats or anything like political, it's going to happen. Everything goes through waves in life. So you just got to ride the waves out and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Angela's right. And I put a video out this week about being on a success when you have a goal that you're trying to reach. People are going to do everything they can to get you away from that goal. They are.
You made
No
a
matter
video
what
about that?
Yeah, I did it this week.
Oh, I didn't see it. I've been so behind with my social media too. Sorry. Go on. You can tell the story again.
So I did this video this week saying that you're going to lose people. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose this. You're going to lose that. And because you're going to lose friends because they're not going to see you as they used to see you. You're not that same person anymore. You have nothing in common with them anymore because you're going up here and they're still staying here. They're still staying in that world where they don't see any opportunity. You're going here, they're going there, and it's sad, but you're going to lose them. And I've lost 10, 15, 20 friends since I started this that I have no contact with anymore. None.
But that's okay, because you meet the ones that you're supposed to meet on the next part of your life, because your journey keeps going, it continues, and theirs obviously stopped, and maybe they'll have a different journey later in life, but it'll never end up being on that same path. And I mean, I don't know, life is just kind of beautiful like that. You meet different people through different times that you're supposed to need them at that time, and the other people are, they're just kind of like disposed in a way, but you needed them and they needed you, kind of something like that, you know?
I totally agree. And here's the thing. I mean, some of them are going to be good friends too. You're going to lose good friends. You're going to lose because I hate to say this, but they start getting jealous of you because you are heading here. They're going out drinking on the strip and I'm doing videos. I'm editing content because I have a goal. They're
Yeah.
partying, they're drinking. And then they'll say, nothing works for me. Nothing works for you because you're out partying and drinking. That's why nothing's working for you.
Yep.
It's a fact. You know?
It's a lot of like high school friends and stuff too. Like when you guys start going to college and things like that, and things just change, and you branch off from there because you have different paths. Or like the people that start their first jobs after college, but other people are more like entrepreneurs, and they're like, well, I'm doing all these different things, and then they meet other entrepreneurs, and they're doing the same thing as them, and that's their new group of friends. Like it just it happens throughout life, and I think, like I said, it happens for a reason. You
Right.
know,
And
so
when they tell you can't do it, what they're saying is they can't
they
do it.
can't do it. They can't do
Right.
it. And so they've never even walked your fucking path before. So keep fucking going. And you show them that you're going to get there, because in their
And
minds, they're stuck. They're like, they can't even get past whatever because they never saw themselves getting there. Or let's say they tried and they just gave up. Well, they see that as your path. Like, you're going to fuck up now. Like, you're going to be unsuccessful. Because my mom and I have hit that wall before so many times where she's like, you can't do that. And I used to listen when I was younger, and I'm like, I missed all these different opportunities because she tried to like tell me I couldn't do it. And, after a while, it just becomes so overbearing. And you're just like, I just want to give up on everything at this point because you're just tired, like being around the noise, the negative. And I'm a positive person. I've always been a positive person. So like when you're around negativity too, get those fucking people out of your lives. Get out of that environment because it's going to eat you up. It's going to drain you. And if you don't even see it coming, it does. Like your friends will notice and be like, something's off with you. Like you just get drained and you don't know right away. It's other people that will start noticing like, hey, your work's been a little like not performing well lately. Like what's going on with you? Like, and
Yeah.
those are the people you need to have in your life. So,
And I can tell you this, when I first decided to be a content creator, and it happened by accident. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to be a content creator. It happened by total accident. But once I realized I could do this, right? People said to me, oh, you did it on TikTok. You didn't do it on anywhere else. And then I went and I proved them wrong because then I went to Instagram and I'm at 136,000 on Instagram or 138. I'm at 138,000. I'm on Facebook with 125,000. And so now we went to Rumble. And I told these guys we had a month to get a certain amount of following to be monetized on Rumble. And I said, we're going to fucking do it. And we did it. Am I
said
right?
you're going to get there too. And the reason why I think Danny also, I played a huge role in this and I'm going to take credit for it because Danny was so stuck on like, TikTok, just TikTok. And all the time, I'm like, listen, there's opportunity everywhere. I'm like, once you go to IG, like Instagram, like they don't have anyone like you on Instagram. Like I've been on Instagram for years. Like I actually stopped using it. Like they don't have someone that delivers news like you do. They don't have that. Like go on there and fucking own that shit. Like claim it. That's you. I said, now as far as YouTube, like I'm like, I heard that was hard to get on, but just don't ever stop. Just keep posting. But like I said, Facebook is connected, like because I have stock with Meta. And so like even before that, like before the change, so but I said they're connected. Like one thing goes to the other, just you're good. Like you're gonna, if you tell yourself you can't do it, if you look at it as like, oh gosh, like it's all about the journey. Like you gotta enjoy the
Yeah.
journey when you're doing it. But I told him like, you're gonna blow up. And what did he do? Fucking blew up. It could be like one video and he just blew up.
Listen, and I'm going to tell you this because people will never believe it. I'm going to write a book someday, but Angela and Pete witnessed it. I went up 100,000 followers in a week.
Well,
In a week.
what about the one in the one day? I sat there online. I just watched because I was taking care of my son in the daytime. And, but what I did was I literally just like, so I wasn't posting anything. Like I was hating myself because I wasn't posting that day. But I was sitting there and I was like, this is like the most beautiful thing ever was seeing Danny, like, because he puts so much work into what he does. He's so passionate about what he does. And so, like, it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever witnessed. I'm just happy that I got to be like so close to somebody that, I'm able to just know them as a person and then see like their success jump. Like in that one day, I forgot how many it went up in one day, but I was just like,
oh, I went up about 40 or 50,000 in a day.
And so I didn't want to bug him because he was doing videos and he was like randomly like sending us in the group message. I'm like, like good, keep going. I'm like, great job. And like I was just so excited for him, but I didn't want to like throw him off. So I was just like it was. I saw the numbers before my eyes. I watched Instagram, I watched Facebook, and it was just skyrocketing. Like I think it happened around Charlie Kirk, right?
Yeah, it happened around Charlie Kirk.
And
but yeah, I mean,
best content. It was every 10 minutes, new video. I'm like, he's on fire. And I think, were you off that day? You had to have been off that day.
I was off, man. When I found out Charlie got murdered, I went fucking nuts.
I've never, and something like that is going to set off your passion. Like it's going to set off that light in your head and you're just going to like that. I knew that day forward, I knew that Danny was never going to be the same ever again.
Well, guys, we got to go now because my phone's dying. But we spent 2 hours on this podcast. It started out the first 5 minutes shitty, but of course we had a great podcast. Thank you, Ange. We had a great podcast.
No, you do a great job. And I mean, I'm all over the place. And I think it's good that we talk about different things too, because you're going to have different people that come around here and we're just ADHD, but we're very knowledgeable and had a lot of experience, different ones in our lives and stuff. So I think it's good.
I want to apologize to Tommy because now I know for a fact it was my fault.
It's always Danny's fault, but I always try to take the blame away from him so he doesn't feel as bad.
So next time I'll press the button. Guys, tune in next week, Thursday, 8 or 6 p.m. Pacific, the Travis Walton case. Guys, I'm telling you, guarantee you, this will be our best podcast ever. Do not miss it, and we'll go until he's done talking. We will go until he's done talking. Angela, you want to close us? Do you want to say anything to close out?
Yeah, I'm hoping that Danny, for next week, he's prepared, brings a phone charger and stuff like that. Charges his phone, because I feel like next week's podcast is going to be insane. Like, I've never been so excited for a podcast in my entire life than I am for next week. And next week on that day, it's not going to be the best day for me, but like having him on our podcast just made it the best day. So like, thanks to Danny, like for setting this up and stuff. Like I'm excited. Like I love this shit. Like I live for
And
this
I'm
shit.
going to
Like,
tell you this: Pete couldn't make it next week, and he made adjustments so he could make it.
oh, is
Like
that what it
Pete,
was?
yeah, Pete couldn't make it this next week, but he made adjustments so he can make it because he didn't want to miss this.
That's right. He did say that. He did because I knew that
Yeah,
he couldn't make this week, and then he said because of this, the topic was on. And I mean, this is like I said, one of the like you were saying, it's one of the top 5 cases easily. I mean, Danny used
yeah.
to bring the Fire in the Sky, like that movie. He used to bring it up on when he'd go live on TikTok all the time, like when we talk about paranormal, because of course crime always turned into paranormal with us whenever we go live, because like we were so like into it. We're like, oh, did you hear about this? But he would bring that movie up a lot and that case in general. And I mean, like I said, he went to Snowflake, Arizona. And like I made that comment to him. I'm like, there's gonna be somebody and they're gonna reach out to you from that and they're gonna go on your podcast. Or I said something like around the lines of that. And he brought it up again. I just think it's insane that he remembered that and I didn't at first. I'm just mind blown that this is like coming to life and like I was right. Like, I don't know, guys. I get excited about that. Like, I don't know.
All right. Well, listen, we talked too much. This was definitely the ADHD podcast. 2 hours and 7 minutes tonight.
But own it. Own it. We talked about so much. People came in, people came out, like, different people throughout the whole podcast. So it was great.
Thank you
Even
guys. I love you
my
all.
mom was in the podcast in the
That's
background.
right. We'll see you all next week. Thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.